Alright, I'm opening my pits. So I'm going to take a look at Warrior, but of course, I gotta get my UI set up and all that stuff. You know how it is. Alright. Let's see if it saved my other one. Let's see if it's still saved. Yes, thank you. And now Snap is on, dude. That's good. Alright. Alright, we're gonna take a look at Warriors. So let's move the dragons off. Oh my god. Let's get my third action bar. My allergies have been acting up a little bit today. Hold up. Do I have any? I shouldn't have any talents. What the fuck? Starter builds? What? This is new. Interesting. 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 Alright, good. That's cool. That's new, dude. That is new. I'll tell you what. Oh, it didn't go away. No talents. Ooh. Can I reset them so that they go away? No, this is so... Can I just... Yes. Oh my god. I can't... Okay, well I can't tell what's... Man, now I can't tell what standard fucking... What's the base gonna do? I like looking at the base. Why did they do this? Why can't you start... Why can't you have no talents? This is so dumb. I mean, it's not dumb, but it's dumb for this... For what I want to do. Hold on, let's see if I activate... Okay. Oh my god, thank you. Okay, okay. Alright. Thank goodness. Alright. Alright. Okay. So... Let's get the base warrior stuff. Alright, hold on. Let's get the base warrior stuff. Taking everything off the bars, and I'm gonna put the stuff on the bars that I know I have. But, okay, I know I got pummel. That's good that every warrior just automatically gets pummel. Alright. Battle shout. We got shield slam. We got just normal slam. We got a taunt. We got execute. We got hamstring. Heroic throw. Victory Rush, Whirlwind. Alright. And then... Alright. Okay. I'll talk about the starter build, but I want people to be able to see Base Warrior. Hold on. I want to look at something, though. Why are there no mounts? Where all my mounts go, dude? What the fuck? I want to see if I see anything new. The new one should have been added, so where is it? No. Sabertooth. Oh my god, they got two different versions. They're a little buggy. Oh, I think one's Horde, one's Alliance. Damn, those look cool as hell. Alright. What else we got? Do we got anything else now? Yeah, my mounts have not imported, so it's a little slim on here apparently. Alright, I won't worry about it. Okay, alright, I know where I'm gonna want to start. Yo, bug report. Chill out. Alright. Oh my god, did I tweet? Oh, but there we go. Alright, there's that. Oh my god, did I tweet? Mute that. Alright, okay. Alright, you can see everything. Alright. BobalosRex here, and we're taking a look at Warrior. So I've got my action bar already. So this is base Warrior. When I switch to Fury, you're not going to be able to see base Fury, but this is base Warrior right here. You know, I got my shield block, I got my shield slam, which kind of annoys me that you're going to have as Fury and arms, because you can't, you would have to literally switch weapons, which is annoying. But you know what I think would be cool? Is if you have a shield on those specs, you just whip it out for the spell. That would be a cool compromise. Otherwise, you'd have to set up a macro, then it's like, is it really worth? Because you'd only have it if you have to tank. It's like I said, that would only be useful. I mean, I guess you wouldn't even use them, but I like to have stuff on my bars. Alright, that was me venting real quick. But let's start looking at the talent. Oh, tier first. Okay, so we're gonna... What's up? So we're gonna take a look at the Warrior tier. It doesn't have the thing anymore! Or was that the... That was the Paladin tier. All I know is this is looking good. This is looking good. The coloring is kind of meh. I mean, I don't know. It's meh for me, but it looks cool. I'm not a fan of the color. Because it looks like doo-doo rocks. Alright, I said it. I fucking said it. It's doo-doo rocks. That's the color. But, we got this one. To me, here's the thing. You can like that color scheme. For some reason, it just looks like doo-doo rocks to me. Alright, I said it. Alright, next one. I like this coloring. This one looks cool. You know, looking fierce. It looks more metallic. You know. Then we got Heroic. The blue looks good. The blue looks good. I'm a fan of the blue. You know, it's icy is cool. And then you got the purple. This one's my favorite. Get the little lightning and the swirling. That's cool as hell, dude. I like the Warrior set. Alright, then we got Gladiator now. This purple is sweet. This is like Void. Void rocks. Alright, and then Elite. Ooh! This looks cool. This looks cool. This looks fucking cool. I like this. I like this. The red, the volcanic, that looks sweet. And then, so we got plate here. So this is from, so I heard this is going to be like ketchup gear. Yeah. The war mode one, I was kind of looking at that. The back of this looks weird, but it should be fixed with the cloak. It's got like weird tights on. It looks like. Alright, and then we got casual. What is this? World drops. Yeah, this is all new. Honor. Trailblazer. Oh my god! This looks like fucking, motherfucking Dark Souls. Oh my god. Alright. Let's do these talents. Are you ready? So, I'm arms, but we're looking at the warrior tree first. So arms gets battle stance. A balanced combat state. We're getting stance. Oh wait, we still have stances. All I know is we get to pick our stances. Alright, so we got battle stance. The balanced combat state that increases the crit strike chance of your abilities by 3% and reduces the duration of movement and parrying effects by 10%. Alright. So this is your normal DPS one. Here, let's pop it off. Boom! Then we got defense stance. Alright. A defensive combat state that reduces all damage you take by 20% and all damage you deal by 10%. Alright, so it nerfs you. But you take less damage. Do you take it as an arms warrior? I don't know. We're going to find out. So we got Berserking Rage. Go Berserk, removing it, granting immunity to fears and incapacitate effects for 6 seconds. Impending Victory. Instantly attack the target. Replaces Victory Rush. Causing damage and healing you for 30%. Kill an enemy. Resets. I'd like that. Oh! Yeah, dude. Fuck your starter build. Don't you tell me. Don't you tell me, Blizzard. I'm making my own choices. War Machine. Your auto attacks generate 10% more rage. Killing an enemy instantly generates 10 rage and increases your movement speed by 30%. Yeah, I'm just going to take that. That sounds good. Intervene. Run at high speed towards an ally, intercepting all melee and ranged attacks against them for 6 seconds while they remain within 10 yards. That's alright, but that's for tanks. Rallying Cry. Let loose a Rallying Cry, granting all party and raid members within 40 yards of 15% temporary and maximum health for 10 seconds. So, as a good raid member, I guess I would take defensive stance and Rallying Cry. But let's just say I want damage, alright? Do I care about this? Nah. I don't want to be feared, so I'll get that. And, I need some points. Alright, then we got a choice note over here. Here, hold up. I gotta shrink myself before it becomes problematic. Boom! I got shrunk. There. There we go. I caught it this time. Alright. So we got a choice node. Berserking Shout. Replaces Berserking Rage. Go Berserk, removing granting immunity to fear, sap, incapacitates. Also removes fear effects from group members within 12 yards. But it replaces your... Oh, it's a 1 minute cooldown? Do I care about the group, though? Piercing Howl. Snares all enemy within 12 yards, reducing their movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. See, that's kind of good. That's a slow... But I guess I'll be the group D-Fear. Alright, everybody's feared. You know what? I'm going to use it anyways for myself. I might as well help the people. Ooh, more movement speed? Yeah, gotta go fast. Alright, that's just flat movement speed. Nice, dude. And we got Spell Reflect. Raise your weapon, reflecting the first spell cast on you, reduce magic. Thank goodness this doesn't require a shield. I think it's done that for a while. But I love that it's Spell Reflect, raise your weapon. like someone's shooting a spell at you and you're like, oh shit, you have your axe reflect the spell, like boom, bitch. Boom. No, not today. You take a sword and you're like, take that shit back. That's cool as fuck. Leech increased by 5%. Alright. Then we got Rallying Cry's duration, or another choice note over here for your Rallying Cry. Rallying Cry's duration is increased by 3 seconds and it grants a further 5%, so 20% max health. And then Second Wind restores 6% health every 1 second when you have not taken damage for 5 seconds. So that's just for you. You can make Rally better or just give yourself more. Alright. Frothing Berserker. Mortal Strike and Cleave have a 20% chance to immediately refund 20% of the rage spent. Sure. Heroic Leap. Leap through the air towards the target location, slamming down with destructive force. Sure. So we got our Leap. Then we got Intimidating Shout. Cause the target enemy to cower in fear and up to 5 additional enemies within 8 yards to flee. Targets are disorientated for 8 seconds. Then we got Thunderclap. Blasts all enemies within 8 yards for physical damage. Reduces their movement speed by 20% for 10 seconds. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Furious Blows. Auto attack speed increased by 5%. Alright, so I need that. So we're going to go like this. Oh my goodness, you gifted a sub. To Tom. That's awesome. How many months is that for Tom now? Like 3? Oh, you gotta... Oh, that's what you did it for. Alright. Okay, so you need that. So, I got the Leech. Because I care about... I'm thinking this by someone that cares about themselves. Or maybe doesn't even raid. I don't care about no groups. So, if that was the case, you take Piercing Hell. Alright, let's look at the... We're at row... 5? Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Alright, we got another choice note over here. Wrecking Throw. It doesn't replace it. This is another throw. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing physical damage, ignoring armor. Deal up to 500% increased damage to absorb shield. Very niche. Unless... Hear me out. Say you're a warrior player, and you're like, man, I want to be full ranged warrior. This will help you. This will help you. Right here. Oh, I gotta say, I think I thanked you for the gifted sub, but thank you for the gifted sub. But, yeah, you want to be ranged warrior right here. Here you go. Then you got Shattering Throw. Hurl your weapon at an enemy. This is a 45-second cooldown. This one's a 3-minute cooldown. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing physical damage, ignoring armor, and removing any magical immunities. Deals up to 5% increased damage on it. So this one is a 3. This is one if you want it for full utility. This one is if you want to be a ranged warrior. All right. Live the dream. Someday. Alright, then we got Crushing Force. Slam deals an additional 30% and... I don't know, that was funny to me. An additional 30% damage and has a 7.5% increased crit strike chance. Oh, because it's a 2-pointer. Alright. And then Pain and Gain. Sure, I'll take that, because I want damage. Pain and Gain. When you take any damage, heal for 4.5% of your max health. This can only occur every 10 seconds. Alright? We've got a choice note here. Intimidating Shout can withstand 20% more damage before breaking, and then Intimidating Shout will knock back all nearby enemies except your primary target, causing them all to cower in fear instead of fleeing. Ooh. I don't know if you take that as DPS. It's good CC, but I don't know if you want that for, like, main DPS. Especially if you're in a raid. We got Stormbolt. 30-second cooldown. Hurl your weapon at an enemy, causing physical damage and stunning for 4 seconds. Overwhelming Rage, increases your maximum rage increase by 15. So I think you take that. Since we're over here, which is nice. Alright. Then we got Barbaric Training. Slamming Whirlwind deal 30% more damage, but now costs 5 more rage. That's a choice node we're looking at here. And then we got cooldown of Pummel reduced by 1 second. Successfully interrupting an enemy increases the damage you deal by to them for 5 seconds. Or by 5% for 10 seconds. Interesting. If we need more points, I may grab that. Alright, now we're on row 6. Armor increased by 20%. Alright, we're gonna take that. The future demands we take that. Alright, then we got another choice node over here. Reduces the cooldown of Heroic Leap by 15 seconds, and Heroic Leap now also increases your 1 speed by 7% for 3 seconds. Sorry, I'm freaking allergy problems today. Alright, then we got the grip. Heroic Leap pulls the 5 furthest enemies within 10 yards to you, but has a 45-second increased cooldown. Interesting. And it's only 10 yards. Then we got Blood and Thunder. Increases the damage of Thunderclap by 10%. Whenever you Thunderclap a target affected by Ren, you will also affect 5 nearby targets with Ren. This is going to be the prod warrior stuff, I feel. But maybe I need to get that on this. I don't know. And this is a choice node. The other Thunderclap thing is Thunderclap's radius is increased by 50%, and it reduces movement speed by an additional 20%. Yeah, it's Blood and Thunder. Oh, Thor, Blood and Thunder. Oh my god, is that going to be the next Thor? Then we got Sidearm. Your auto attacks have a 15% chance to hurl your weapon at your target, and 3 other enemies in front of you deal an additional physical damage. What the fuck? So you're just like sitting there hitting, and you're just like throwing it. Hitting. Throw it again. Alright, I guess we take that. Alright, next row. I still need 5 points, so I may grab some other stuff. Cooldown of Overpower and Pummel reduced by 1 second. Sure. Bitter Immunity. Restore 20% health instantly and remove all diseases, poisons, and curses affecting you. 3-minute cooldown. That's cool. I feel like that's PvP based, but that could be good on some fights as well. For warriors. Dude, that is sick on prot, dude. You can dispel yourself. If you have a healer that never dispels, you as the warrior will be like, fuck it, I'll do it myself. And it's bitter. You're bitter while you do it. You're like, fuck it, I told the healer to dispel me, but they wouldn't, so I did it myself. Alright, we got double time. Increase the maximum number of charges of charge by 1 and reduces its cooldown by 3 seconds. Number of charges on charge. Titanic Throw. Look at this. Titanic Throw. Tom, are you going to play Ranged Warrior? Where you're only throwing weapons. Look at this. You gotta do it. You gotta weave. You gotta weave from ranged to melee. Titanic Throw. Throw your weapon at an enemy. Replaces Heroic Throw. 6-second cooldown. Throw your weapon at an enemy, causing physical damage to it, and 5 nearby enemy generates high threat. Oh my god. Is this the Warrior's Throw Glaive? Oh my god. Generates high threat. Okay, you taking that as prod. That's your shield at the beginning. Just... Brah! Alright, then we got Seismic Reverberation. If Whirlwind hits 3 or more enemies, it hits them 1 additional time for 50%. Alright. Let's get this AoE stuff. And that, because we're going to need that. Well, I'm not Prot. I'm Fury. I'm Fury. I'm Fury. This is the Fury. I'm just thinking about Prot as I do this. Alright, then we got Armor to the Teeth. Gain strength equal to 5% of your armor. Since you're a plate class, you just have to take it. You just have to take that, I feel. Alright, then we got Wild Strikes. Haste is increased by 1%, and your auto attack critical strikes increase your auto attack speed by 10% for 10 seconds. Okay, I'm going to take that. Increases your damage while using a two-handed weapons by 5%. Alright. That's what I do. Critical strike chance increased by 1%, and critical strike damage of execute increased by 5%. Okay, I'm going to take that. I'm going to run out of points. I'm like, ooh, more damage. I'm going to have to figure out. Stamina increase by 5%, and the duration of fear, sap, and incapacitates on you is reduced by 10%. Okay, I'm not taking that. I know I don't take that for damage. Tom, you know what I was thinking? What if in the next expansion they give us 10 levels, right? But they don't add in any more talents. So it's just, you fill it in more. I was like, that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm arms at the moment. Okay. I'm going to have to probably move some of these around. Alright, so we got Avatar, transform into a Colossus for 20 seconds, causing you to deal 20% increased damage and removing all root snares, 1.5 minutes. I'm going to take Avatar. I don't know if it's amazing for arms. Alright, Thunderous Roar. Roar explosively dealing physical damage to enemy within 12 yards, causing them to bleed. That'd be maybe good for AoE, but I'm trying to conserve points. I only got 3 right now. Then we got Spear Bastion. Throw a spear at the target location, dealing physical damage instantly and additional damage over 4 seconds. Deals reduced damage. Enemies hit are changed to the spear location for the duration. And then we got Shockwave. Send a wave of force in a frontal cone, dealing damage and stunning all enemies within 10 yards for 2 seconds. Alright, I think I have an idea what I'm going to do for Prod, but let's figure out what I'm doing here for arms. The Warrior Clash tree looks fucking amazing, FYI, to me right now. Activating Avatar or Blazestorm casts the other at reduced effectiveness. Okay, I'm taking that, but this is a choice note, so let's look at the other one. Activating Avatar Colossus Smash casts Recklessness at a reduced effectiveness. Oh. So this is good for Burst. And then this is good if you want to act like demonic. But I don't know. Then we got Uproar. Thunderous Roar's cooldown reduced by 30 seconds. Thunderous Words. Increase the duration of Thunderous Roar's bleed effect by 2 seconds and increase the damage of your bleeds effects by 20% at all times. Oh! Is Arm Rend heavy? Hold up. Maybe. Let's look at the other one. Spear Bastion's instant damage increased by 50% and its rage generation is increased by 100%. Spear Bastion's duration is increased by 2 seconds while you remain within Spear Bastion's area. Your critical strike damage increased by 25%. You know what's cool about this? How this is placed? These are essentially choice nodes where you can just take both if you want. I just realized that. These are choice nodes where it's like, do I want to drop the extra point and just get both? And then we got Shockwave's double Capstones, Rumbling Earth. Shockwave's range increased by 6 yards, and when Shockwave strikes at least 3 targets, its cooldown is reduced by 15 seconds. This is amazing. Shockwave deals 350% increased damage and will always crit. Bro, what the hell am I? The Warrior Tree! People that say the classes aren't... The Warrior Tree is fucking lit, dude. Holy shit. I'm gonna go with this bleed. Alright? I'm gonna go with this bleed. Look at my amazing professional. I'm not taking any of these defensives. Arms Warrior build. The Warrior Clash tree. Amazing. Amazing. I was an original Warrior main back in the original talent trees. Okay? Vanilla, BC, and a little bit of Wrath, but that's when I switched to Rogue. This tree is amazing. Literally, every choice felt great. Alright, let's start looking at the arms tree. So, I picked this build thing, so I'm going to try to go like a bleed build, I guess. So, let's take a look. So, we got Mortal Strike. Bada boom. Easy pick. It's the only pick. Then we got Overpower. Alright. Row 2, looking like a solid, I'll pick that, I guess. Now we got some choices. On the 3rd row, we got some choices. I do like this. Here's your talent tree. Alright, first 2 choices, already know what you're gonna get. Alright, here you go. So we got Martial Prowess. Overpower increases the damage of your next mortal strike or cleave by 20%, stacking up to 2 times. Alright, Die by the Sword. Increase your parry chance by 100%. Reduces all damage you take by 30%. Great defensive, but I'm thinking about my damage. Execute no longer has a cooldown if your foe survives 20%. Yes? What? So you just start mashing... Okay. You just spam execute. Oh my god. Okay, now we're going to row 4. This is so correct. Alright. Like you said. Alright. Improved Overpower. Damage of Overpowered increased by 5%. Your bleed effects have a chance to grant you 5 rage. Alright, so that's going to make me get that. You are healed for 50% of the damage dealt by deep wounds. That's defensive. I don't care. Whenever you parry, you heal for 10% of your max health. Oh my god, bro. Every warrior in my guild, if there's something where the other tank dies, they're the substitute tank. I'm like, alright, pick one of these. Taunt. Good luck. I'm gonna be like, you pick this, and you taunt that shit. And you hold it for like a second. If my off tank even can die. With all the new talents. Okay, so we got Sudden Death. Your attacks have a chance to make your next execute cost no rage, be usable on any target regardless of their health, and deal damage as if you spent 40 rage. So I'm going with that. Can continue down that way. And then we got Fervor Battle. Whirlwind also slams your primary target. Alright, so we're on the next row. I need to get down there. Alright. Tactician, you have a 1.4% chance per rage spent on abilities to reset the remaining cooldown on Overpower. If I'm going to get Rend, I gotta get this. Colossal Smash. Smashes the enemy's armor, dealing physical damage, and increase the damage you deal to them by 30% for 10 seconds. Gonna definitely grab that. The damaging critical strikes of your abilities deal an additional 10% damage. Alright, I'm gonna grab that. I pretty much grabbed everything there. Next row! We are on row 6? This is 6 now. Yeah. Bash an enemy's skull, dealing physical damage, generates 30 rage. Okay, that's cool. Wound the target, causing Rend. Wound the target, causing physical damage instantly and additional bleed damage over 15 seconds. I'm doing this bleed thing, so let's go with that. Mortal Strike and Cleave have a 15% chance to instantly reset their own cooldowns. Cool. Every 20 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown on Colossal Smash and Blade Storm by 1 second. Yes, because I got that stuff. Execute is now usable on targets below 35% health. That's good, but I'm trying to be tentative with my stuff now. Sweeping Strikes for 15 seconds. Your single target damaging ability hit one additional target within 8 yards for 75% damage. Cleave, strike all enemies in front of you and, for physical damage, inflicting deep wounds. Cleave will consume your overpowered effect to deal increased damage. Alright. What else applies deep wounds? That's my question. Alright. Alright, let's move down to the next row. Row 7. Alright. Tides of Blood. When Soul Splitter damages an enemy, it causes your Deep Wounds and Rend to expire instantly. I'm not having that. Deep Wounds, Rend, and Thunderous Roar Bleed Reflex deal 15% increased damage with both points. Oh, yeah, that's right. My Thunderclap applies it. No. That triggers my Rend. We'll see. I'll have to look. I'd have to look at the stuff, and that would ruin my talent tree right now, so hold on. Dreadnought. Overpowers 2 charges and causes a seismic wave, dealing damage to all enemies within a 10-yard line. Deal reduced damage. Okay. Then we got a choice node. Colossal Smash increases your haste by 10% or by 20% as the target below. Oh my god! And then the other choice, when Colossal Smash expires, your strength is increased by 1% for every 10 rage you spent during Colossal Smash. Oh my god, bro. I feel like you go with haste. But damn, what a fucking... What's the cooldown? Yeah, 45 seconds. So you keep the haste running. 10 seconds. 12 seconds. I don't know, dude. Alright. Colossal Smash's damage increased by 30%, and its effect duration is increased by 3 seconds. Okay, so that would go with the strength thing so you can get more in there. Warbreaker replaces Colossal Smash, smash the ground and shatter the armor of all enemies within 8 yards, dealing physical damage and increases the damage you deal to them by 30% for 10 seconds. Oh! Okay, so this is the AoE Colossal Smash. Okay, I'm like, what? So let's switch and go for the strength with the increased duration. Alright, improved Mortal Strike. Damage of Mortal Strike increased by 5%. Whirlwind cost, and then we got a choice note over here for swooping strikes. Whirlwind costs 30 more rage and has a 14-second cooldown, and it now deals 200% more damage. When sweeping strike ends, your next Whirlwind deals 25% increased damage for each ability used during sweeping strike that damaged a second target. Interesting. Cooldown of cleave is reduced by 3 seconds. So this is for AoE. And I need 3 more points. What do we take for AoE? Do we get the execute? And the mortal strike? And then sweeping strikes. There we go. Unless, is there like a thing with cleave? Alright, no, but that couldn't get me over there. So, okay, we're good. Oh wait, I just needed 1. Alright, we'll learn that over sweeping strikes. Alright. Row 8. Wait, where was the... Hold on. Hold on, wasn't there like a... What was I looking at? Oh, that does cause deep wounds. Okay, perfect, perfect. I'm dumb, dude. I got distracted, sorry. So we're in the row 8. Mastery increased by 1%, and Tactician chance to trigger is increased by additional 5%. What is Tactician? That's clearly good. Alright, then we got Valor and Victory increases versatility by 1% and reduces the cooldown of Die by the Sword by 1.5 seconds. Okay, I'm not taking that. Critical Strike chance increased by 1% and execute immediately refunds 10% of the rage spent. Alright, so we're taking that. And we're taking Depth Experience. Unless versatility is like super good and Die by the Sword is super good. Oh, well, I guess you have to take that for Bladestorm. Okay. Alright, well, what the fuck? If I'm going this build, I have to take that. Okay, so, alright, now I know. Then I don't know which side I want to do. Okay, fuck Tactician. Okay, so here we go. Next row, row 9. Bloodletting. Deep Wounds, Rend, and Thunderous Roars. Bleed effect lasts 6% longer and have a 5% increase. Are you fucking shitting me? Alright. I need that. Battlelord. Your Overpower has a 25% chance to reset the cooldown of Mortal Strike and Cleave and reduce the rage cost by 10. Okay. Blade Storm, become an unstoppable storm, striking all nearby enemies. For physical damage over 5 seconds, deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. It's a 1.5 minute cooldown. You're immune to movement, impairing, and loss control effects, and can use defensive abilities and can avoid attacks. So I take Blade Storm because I have this, so they can go together. Then we got Sharpened Blade. Your Mortal Strike, Cleave, and Execute critical strike damage increased by 10%, and your Execute has a 15%, not 15, 5% increased crit chance. Execute, next one over here for Execute. Execute causes the target to take 25% more damage from your next Mortal Strike. Dude, Warrior Execute is going to be fucking bonkers, dude. It's going to be amazing. Alright, the Capstones. I got 2 points left, dude. Your Mortal Strikes and Cleaves against enemies below 30% health have a high chance to apply Fatal Mark. When an enemy falls, more Execute. When your enemy falls below 30% health, your next Execute inflicts an additional physical damage per stack. Jesus. That's crazy. If you're... Now we got Dance of Death. If your Blade Storm helps kill an enemy, your next Blade Storm lasts 3% longer. Or, not 3% longer. 3 seconds longer. Then we got a choice note here. While Blade Storm is active, you automatically cast a total of 2 Mortal Strikes at random nearby enemies. Unhinged. That's funny. While Blade Storming, every 0.9 seconds, you gain 5% increased movement speed and 5% strength, stacking up to 6 times last 6 seconds. So we get Hurricane. I want to be a Hurricane Warrior. Hurricane Warrior. When Blade Storms end, Whirlwind and Cleave deal 50% increased damage for 9 seconds. So that was the choice node was right there, and then this is just extra. And then we got Juggernaut. Execute increases Execute's damage dealt by 3 seconds for 12 seconds, stacking up to 15 times. Jesus. Dude, the full Execute build versus this Bleed build, like, you would not take Blade Storm, right? You would not take Blade Storm, okay? Pump into this Execute build, and then the second the boss hits 35%, you just start fucking mega slapping. Oh my god. Oh my god. You may be able to do it with Blade Storm too, but Jesus. You just get all this Execute shit. You just start mega slapping. And if your damage is good overall anyways, then that's fucking sweet. Then in Execute phase, you just go broop, mega damage. Alright, I want to practice Hurricane Warrior. Alright, watch. Woo! I'm coming in. Protect your valuables. And then guess what? I hit Avatar. There it is. Double Hurricanes, bro. Double the Hurricanes. Isn't that amazing? Alright, how much did I add to my bars? Alright, that's it. And this has got double stuff. So here I got Berserking Shout. What else is doubled up over here? Okay, maybe that was just it. Execute. Yeah, dude. 2 bars. I can fit all the warrior stuff on 2 bars. Look at that. For arms. I don't need no defense stance. Dude, imagine this warrior build in raids. They'll be like, alright, can you rally? Nah, I didn't talent it. Nah, bro, I'm good. Take care of yourself. The fuck is a rally, dude? Alright, can we intimidating shout the ads? Nah, I didn't take it. Can warriors can spell reflect it? Nah, dude, DPS lost. What are you talking about? I'm not moving out for that mine to spell reflect it. What are you on, crack? Alright, so that's my arms build. If you want to be a Hurricane, pick it. If you don't, then do something else. Dude, with all the Rens I have, it is like I'm a Hurricane because I literally fling forks and knives and bleed. Everybody around me. That's fucking... I am the hurricane. Alright. So, what if I did the same setup, for Fury in regards to over here? Maybe it should be different. I don't know. I'm just gonna get it. Alright, so it's recklessness. Oh, and that changes to dual wielding. Okay. So the class tree changes a bit. Okay. Alright, this is good rage generation. Alright, we'll still grab that stuff. So I pretty much replicated my arms build over here. Alright, now let's start looking at the Fury tree. So we got Bloodthirst, assault a target and a bloodthirsty craze, deal physical damage and restoring 3% of your health. Raging Blow, mighty blow with both weapons that deal a total of physical damage, generates rage, max 3 charges, so that's a Raging Blow. Alright, now we got some choices. So we got improved in rage and rage increase your haste by 15%, increase your movement speed by 10%. I'm gonna take that. Enraged regeneration reduces the damage taken by 30, reduces 2-minute cooldown, reduces the damage taken by 30%, and Bloodthirst restores an additional 20% health, usable while stunned. And we got execute, no longer costs rage and now generates 20 rage. Whoa, okay. Good thing that isn't in the arms tree with the execute stuff. Holy Jesus. Improved Bloodthirst. Bloodthirst damage increased by 10%, sure. Bloodthirst always enrages you the first time you strike a target and has a 15% increased chance to trigger Enrage. Alright. You take 10% reduced damage while Enrage is active. Enrage regeneration lasts 3 seconds longer. You instantly heal for 20% of your max health. Your attacks have a chance to reset the cooldown of execute and make it usable on any target regardless of their health. Alright. And it generates rage for me. That's cool. And we got improved Raging Blow. Raging Blow has 2 charges and has a 20% chance to instantly reset its own cooldown. Which one is Raging Blow? That. Alright. I only need 1. Alright, we'll just take that. Hold on. Oh my god, I'm gonna need this. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. I'm gonna need the middle. Alright. Alright, I looked and saw that I was gonna need the middle. Alright, Focus and Chaos. We're on row 5? Yeah. While enraged, your art attacks can no longer miss. Cool. Rampage enrages you and unleashes a series of 4 brutal strikes for a total of 9k physical damage, subject to tuning. That's why I don't say the stuff. So we'll grab that since I need to get down here. Cruelty. Rile and Rage. Raising Blow deals 50% increased damage and Annihilator deals 5% increased damage. Okay. Well, let's see what we're working with over here. While dual wielding a pair of one-hand... Okay. This is Single-Minded Fury. Single-Minded Fury. While dual wielding a pair of one-handed weapons, your damage is increased by 5% and your movement speed is increased by 5%. So this is just aesthetic. Yo, you want to be rocking one-handers? Here you go. Subject to tuning. we'll see what's good, what's bad. You know, we'll see what it is. Bloodthirst critical strikes generate 4 additional rage and inflict a gushing wound that leeches health. Does that count as a bleed? Bloodthirst deals 25% increased damage to enemies who are below 35% health, but if you're executing... Well, maybe it still has cooldown. Rampage increases your haste by 2% for 12 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. This effect is reset if you rampage a different primary target. Alright. Each rampage strike has a 20% chance to refund a charge of Raging Blow. Raging Blow causes every strike of your next rampage to deal an additional 10% damage, stacking up to 5 times. Annihilator causes every strike of your next rampage to deal additional 2% damage, stacking up to 5 times. I don't know what's good. I don't know what's... This is going to be all tuning. But it's... I mean, it sounds good. I just don't know Fury that well. I know Arm's a little bit better than Fury. Execute increases the crit strike chance of execute by 10% for 12 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Improve Whirlwind. Whirlwind causes the next 4 single target attacks to strike up to 4 additional targets for 45% damage. Whirlwind generates 3 rage plus an additional 1 per target hit, maximum 8 rage. Raging Blow deals 10% increased damage, and while in rage, Raging Blow has a 30% chance to instantly reset its cooldown. Alright. Let's just get all the Rampage stuff and get Recklessness. Alright, let's get this. And then... Alright. Got more bleed stuff right there. Row 7. Oh, it's the same thing. Mastery increased by 1%, and Bloodthirst cooldown reduced by 0.75 seconds. Increased haste by 1 sec. Raging Blow deals an additional 1 rage, and Annihilator generates additional 1 rage. Swift strikes, gonna get those 2. Critical strike chance increased by 1%, and Raging Blow and Annihilator damaging critical strikes deal 10%. 2 secs gets, or 2 points gets 10%, and 2%. All right. The bleed damage of Odin's Fury. All right, so now we're in row 8. Whirlwind has a 6-second cooldown but deals 100% increased damage. Slam has a 12-second cooldown and generates 10 rage but deals 100% increased damage. Odin's Fury unleashes your power, dealing physical damage and additional physical damage over 4 seconds to all enemies with 12 yards. It's a bleed, so I'm taking that. Then we got a choice node here, Anger Management. Every 20 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown of Recklessness by 1 second. I'm going to take that, but what's the other one? Reckless Abandon. Recklessness generates 50 rage and greatly empowers Bloodthirst and Raging Blow. Alright, no. Onslaught. Brutally attack an enemy for physical damage, generates 20 rage. Okay, it's just more filler. Rage generation. I mean, subject to tuning, maybe that's better. 16-second cooldown. I don't know. Like I said, the tuning is going to dictate some of this stuff, I'd imagine, for Fury. Ravager. Throw a whirling weapon at the target location that chases nearby enemies, inflicting physical damage to all enemies. Over 10 seconds, deals reduced damage beyond a target. Generates 10 rage each time it deals damage. Alright. Oh, this is Annihilator. Annihilator replaces Raging Blow. Your auto attacks deal an additional physical damage and generate 4 rage. Interesting. Alright, then we got Odin's Fury increases your auto attack speed by 30% for 10 seconds. And this is a choice node for Odin's Fury. Then we got Odin Fury enrages you and then greatly empowers Raging Blow for 6 seconds. Alright. We'll take that. Then we got Rampage has a 20% chance to grant Recklessness for 4 seconds. And then we got Recklessness lasts 4 seconds longer. This isn't a choice node, you can get both. Interesting. Then we got Tenderize. Onslaught enrages you, and Rage now lasts 1 second longer. Then we got a choice node over here. Ravager's damage is reduced by 40%, but it now has 2 charges and generates 15 rage each time it deals damage. Then Then we got Hurricane. While Ravager is active, every 9 seconds you gain increased 5% movement speed. Bro! I'm going full Hurricane build, bro. I gotta do it. Hurricane arms, Hurricane Fury. You gotta go the Hurricane build. Boom, boom, boom. Look at that Hurricane. It's fucking wild, dude. I'm a Hurricane. Boom. We got Odin's Fury too. Look at it. Oh my god, I'm just spinning. Got all the spins, dude. Avatar again. Does the other thing as well. Fucking wild stuff. I don't have that or that. Why would that be on my bars? I don't have that either. Do I have Heroic Leap? No, I don't even have Heroic Leap. Damn, bro. I didn't even grab Heroic Leap. I was like, bro, why do I need to jump? I got charge. And increased movement speed. Why the fuck do I need to jump? Who the fuck needs to jump anywhere, dude? I just charge. Yeah, why would I jump, dude? I don't gotta jump nowhere. I gotta smack people in the face. And be a hurricane. Look at this spinning. I want to do this Ravager again. Look at that. I'm a hurricane. Alright. Let's look at Prot now. Now it's time for the best for last, dude. The best for last. Let's strip this shit down all the way. All the way down. I want to see the base. Oh, we got Devastate. Alright, no Thunderclap base. No Shield Wall. No Rally, no Intimidate, no Shatter. Shockwave, Hamstring. None of that. None of that. Alright. Oh, no Nora Pain either. And Base Warrior, even the Base Warrior kit is legit pretty alright. Right? Do you see like an issue with Base Warrior? You know, you're gonna hit level 10, you're gonna be like, oh shit, dude, I'm popping off. And then you look at this amazing talent tree and you're like, what the fuck? So, for Prot, you get battle and defensive automatically, dude. That's pretty legit. Alright, so for Prot, let's do this right. Impending victory. We're gonna get Rally, because we care about... I care about the group as Prot, alright? Listen to me. I care about the group now. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm still gonna get some of that good shit for myself. Gonna get that movement speed, gonna get that Berserk. Here, let's get the Berserk Shout. Alright. Let's get Leap. Let's get the Grip Leap. Let's get the Rend, right? Yeah. Let's get that increased armor. I want the Bitter Immunity. That's just fucking amazing. Alright, we'll get that. We'll get more Rage. We'll get that. I kind of want the throw because that just feels good. Alright, stamina increase. We'll get the shockwave. Armor, strength, boom. Alright, let's get the both of them proc. I want to get the spear. I'm gonna get that. So I spear them, right? Pop them in, and then we blast them with the crits. Alright. Alright. Oh my god, I didn't get this. Oh my god, I fucked up. Fuck. Alright. There we go. No, I forgot that! Shit! Shit! There we go. The leech, dude. I want all that leech. You know what? For M+, I feel like you just get the full shockwave. So you're just blasting shockwaves. You're just blasting. I'm just gonna blast shockwaves. Wait a minute, though. Hold up. What if... Hear me out. I did this. I like this. Because now I got more bleeds and increased bleed damage to go with the rending bleed shit that I've been doing. Alright. Now we're getting to the prot tree. This is my Dragon War Bleed Shockwave prot builds. I just love this. I love the two things into one thing over here. It's great. Alright. First thing prots get, ignore pain, good. Second thing prots get, row 2, revenge. Now we got some choices. Demoralizing shout, demoralize all enemies within 10 yards, reducing damage they deal by 25%. Oh, FYI, ignore pain. Ignore 50% of damage taken up to 23k damage prevented. Then you got Revenge, swinging a wide arc, dealing physical damage to all enemies in front of you, deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Your successful dodges and parries have a chance to make your next Revenge cost no rage. That's your bread and butter as a prot warrior right there. Then you got Demoralizing Shout, then we got Devastator here. Your auto attacks replaces Devastate. Your auto attacks deal an additional physical damage and have a 20% chance to reset the remaining cooldown on Shield Slam. I think this goes well. I'm going to go ahead and take Devastator. Most prot warriors run Devastator anyways. Then we got Last Stand, increase the max health by 30% for 15 seconds. And instantly heals you for that amount. I'm going to take that too. Alright. Improved Heroic Throw, we're on row 4. Improved Heroic Throw. Heroic Throw now deals 100% increased damage and inflicts deep wounds. Would that apply the deep wounds? Interesting. Revenge deals 10% more damage or 20% more damage when you successfully dodge or parry and have made it cost no rage. Strategist. Devastate, Thunderclap, Revenge, and Execute have a 30% chance to reset the remaining cooldown of Shield Slam. Brace for Impact. Using Shield Slam increases the damage of Shield Slam by 5% for 16 seconds and increases the amount of damage you block by 5%. Alright, so let's go with Shield Slam. Last Stand increases your rage generation by 50%. Let's just get the more rage. I like the idea of throwing and then getting all the deep wounds, but Just whatever. I should be able to get it with other stuff. Alright, then we got row 5 over here. Taunt all enemies within 10 yards to attack you for 6 shots. Challenging shout, hell yeah, for Warrior 10. Then we got Instigate. Devastate deals 20% increased damage and generates 2 rage. Devastator deals 10% increased damage and generates 1 rage. We got Ren. Wound the target, cause them physical damage, and cause them bleed for 15 seconds. I'm taking that because I'm running the Thunderclap. Your bleed effects have a chance to grant you 5 rage. Blood Surge. I'm taking that now. You are healed for 50. Then we got a choice note over here. You are healed for 50% of the damage dealt by deep wounds. And then the other choice is 30% of the damage you deal adds to your active ignore pain. I'm gonna get the heal for bleed. I like heals. Alright. Now we're on row 6. We got a lot on here. Disrupting Shout replaces Challenging Shout. Taunts all enemies within 14 yards to attack you for 6 seconds. Interrupts all spellcasting within 14 yards. And prevents any spell in that school from being cast. Bro! What? Yes? Holy shit! Interrupt Roar? Yes. Okay, now we got a choice note. Revenge damage increases by 10% and revenge increases the damage of your next Thunderclap by 20%. Or, your attacks have a chance to make your next Execute, Toss, no Rage be usable on any target regardless of their health and deal damages if you have 40 Rage. Christine, increases the rage, radius, and then I'm not choosing one of those, but now we got another talent. Thunderlord increases the radius of Demoralizing Shout by 5 yards. Each enemy hit by Thunderclap reduces the remaining cooldown on Demoralizing Shout by 1 second up to 4 seconds. That's fucking cool. Shield Wall. Reduce all damage you take by 40% for 8 seconds. I'm taking that. Goes with my thing I put over here. Alright, then we got Last Stand's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds and it grants you shield block effect for its duration. That's cool. Then we got a choice note here. Tough as Nails. Blocking an attack deals physical damage to the attacker. Ignoring armor generates high threat. Or spell block. You are now able to block spells for 20 seconds. 1.5 minute cooldown. I'm going to get Tough as Nails. Then we got Bloodborne. A talent named Bloodborne. I have to take this. Deep Wounds, Ren, and Thunderous Roars bleed effects deal 15% increased damage. Alright, I'm taking Bloodborne. I'm taking Bloodborne as warriors, period. It's Bloodborne. You take fucking Bloodborne. If you're offered Bloodborne, you take Bloodborne. Alright? Real facts. Alright, now we're on row 7. Alright. Shield choice node off the bat. We got 4 choice nodes in this fucking thing. So we got Heavy Repercussions. Shield Slam generates 3 more rage and extends the duration of shield block by 1 second. Or you gain 2% haste for each enemy or ally within 10 yards up to 10 haste. Okay. I guess for tanky you get Heavy Repercussions. But that haste is fucking sweet, dude. Just 10%. Okay. So if all of your allies are within 10 yards. Oh, you're at 8 with 1 enemy. Okay. Oh, so every boss. Every warrior is going to be like, stand close. Stand close. Everyone stand close for this boss. Please. I need haste. Please. Give me haste. Please. Alright, then we got another choice node. Shield block lasts 2 seconds longer. Or execute is now usable on targets below 35% health. I'm going to get this shield block. We got Anger Management, a great talent. I'm probably going to grab it. Every 10 rage you spend reduces the remaining cooldown avatar and shield block by 1 second. And we got another choice node. Unbreakable Will. Shield wall gains 1 additional charge and grants 50% of its effect to all party members. What? What? Hold up. 1 additional charge, and yet I could use it with... Okay. Alright. I gotta take that. And then the other thing, Shield Slam generates an additional 5 rage and reduces the remaining cooldown on shield wall by 5 seconds. I know, but this doesn't increase it. 3.5 minute cooldown? Bro, it's so... What? I'm still taking 2 charges. I'm still taking 2 charges. Then the other choice node on the other side, Shield Slam deals 10% increased damage and reduces enemies' damage against you by 3% for 9 seconds. Multiple punishments may overlap. That's naughty, dude. Multiple punishments may overlap. Then you got Juggernaut, Execute, Still, Increase Execute damage dealt by 3% for 20 seconds, stacking up to 10 times. Alright, so we're going to take Punish. Alright. Then we got row 8. I'm pretty much going to take everything, I feel. Focus Vigor increases your strength and armor by 5% and your critical strike chance by 1%. Okay. Increases your block chance by 6% and your block power by 15%. Okay. Oh, that's a 2-1. That's a 2 for 12 and 30%. Then we got a 1. Increases stamina and armor by 5% and your haste by 1%. Okay. I got to take that with that. Alright. Now we're in row 9. Shield Charge. Charge an enemy with your shield, dealing physical damage to it and physical damage to all enemies within 10 yards. Also stun the primary target for 4 seconds. 45-second cooldown, 20 generates 20 rage. Booming Voice. Demoralizing Shout also generates 40 rage, increased damage you deal to affect the target by 20%. I'm taking that. Indomitable. Your maximum health is increased by 10%. Every 10 rage you spend heals you for 1% of your max health. I'm taking that. Violent Outburst. Consuming 30 rage, it grants a stack of Seeing Red, which transforms at 8 stacks into a Violent Outburst, causing your next Shield Slam or Thunderclap to be 20% more effective and grant Ignore Pain. So that's the tier effect. Currently. We got Ravager Throw, Whirling Weapon at the target location, chases, dealing physical damage to all enemies, just reduce damage, generates 10 rage each time it deals damage. Alright. Now the final row. Battering Ram. Shield Charge, Critical Strike Chance, and Critical Strike Damage increased by 50%, and Shield Charge increases your auto attack speed by 20% for 20 seconds. Shield Charge deals 20% increased damage, grants you Shield Block, Revenge, and generates additional 30 rage. Dude, I imagine people picking the Shield Charge build for fun. I don't know if it's going to be good, but you could pick that shit for fun and just roll with it, dude. Just be blasting, charging into people with your shield. Then we got Battle Scarred Veteran. When your health is brought below 30%, you take 80% less damage for 8 seconds, and healing you receive is increased by 100%. Cannot occur once. Dude, that is effectively a cheat death. You get bought below 30 seconds every 3 minutes. That is you. Alright, you are unable to be killed for hitting 30%. You don't want to hit 30% unless you're going to die, though. But that could literally be a cheat death. Maybe. That's really good, though. I'm taking that. Then we got the Ravager 2. Dance of Death. Your Ravager helps kill an enemy. Your next Ravager lasts 2 seconds longer and deals 20% increased damage. Storm of Steel. Ravager damage is reduced by 40%, but now has 2 charges and it generates 15 rage each time it deals damage. Okay. I'm gonna pick another one up here. Oh yeah, for that. Okay, look at my prop build is sweet. Look at this. Straight down, pretty much grabbing everything. Look at that symmetry. And then for each side, oh my god, it's pretty symmetrical. Then for each side I get the stuff around. Oh yeah. Dude, this prot tree, I want to play this. I'm going to play this at some point. Fucking Bloodborne, the talent, dude. You gotta take that shit. If you don't take that shit, you fucked up. Alright? You fucked up if you ain't take that shit. Alright, so Prot, you get some spell action. Look at this. 1 charge, dude. Gives me... Oh, it only gives me... Oh, well. It's still enragey. That's cool. I like this. Got that Titanic Throw. Alright. Alright, so that's my prop build. That's and it's cool for prot. You get battle stance, so you can go into off tank DPS mode. Got a Dragon Roar. I got AoE Disrupt. Got Rally. Got Demoralize. You got normal battle shout. And my shield wall, remember from my talents, now grants 50% of the effect to all my party members. All my party members take 20% reduced damage every time I use this. Fucking amazing, dude. Amazing. Alright. Alright, Extreme Man, you did a good job. I learned some stuff about the warrior. Oh, I should do the outro. Alright, hope you had a good time looking at warrior. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm here. I'm still here. Tom, if you're out there, it's time. It's time for the DK. It's fucking time. No, I'm not doing the intro yet. The intro's coming up for the DK. Zoom, zoom. DKs don't go zoom, zoom. Unless there's a zoom, zoom mode for DKs. Warrior looks sick. Warrior looks so legit. For Dragonflight. If any warrior is like, Dragonflight cannot be ready. Shut up. Your class is great. Dragonflight is ready for you. You are popping the fuck off, okay? I've heard what classes are still meh. I'm gonna take a look at them. Alright. Wait, why does it look weird? Why is that weird like that? Okay. Alright. Let's look at what they got. Let's look at what DK's got before I start the thingy. It got me in a fucking starter build again. Alright, let's switch to Unholy so we can get out of it. Okay, good. I think the starter builds are good for boost people. That is so great. Good on you, Blizzard. That's great. Fucking pain in my dick, though. For what I want to do. Just for what I want to do because of how I am. But, there you go. You do what you do. Alright, Deathgate's over there. Deathgate exists. Alright. Alright, if it ain't glowing, I'm taking it off until I see that I can put it back. Alright. Alright. Alright, dude, this is all DK's got, dude. I'm a base little DK. I come out the starting zone. Oh, let me do my intro. Alright, BobalosRex here, and we're looking at DK. I'm a base little DK. I just came out the starter zone, and these are all of my spells. Would you look at that? Look at me. Death's advance as baseline is nice. I'm gonna be real. Alright, so we're gonna be looking like I normally do. Let's look at the tier first. Let's look at the Raid Finder. DK looks alright. DK looks alright. Aesthetically, it's like alright for me, but it looks okay. But it could look good for some people. It's alright for me. Like, I'm not the biggest fan about the aesthetic. But it looks good. You know? I'm not a fan of the, like, creature heads, but that's me. I don't like the base color, but this color is kind of cool. But I feel like this could work for paladins really good. But overall, I do... The set is starting to look alright. But let's keep looking. I like the blue. I like the full blue. This has that icy DK feel. And then I like the purple color, period. Looks good. I don't know how well the horns are for DK. Like, this feels weird for DK. Is it just me? That's just me, I feel. Because I can see how this looks great for people. If you like it. Now let's look at the PvP. Ooh! But they don't have the elite set yet for DKs? Damn, bro. But it should be red. That's probably gonna... It's gonna be the red version of this. But this purple looks good. And then, yeah, the plate. That's the plate. You know, I've seen it in the other video, in the warrior video. Yeah, same colors, same stuff. Okay, so that's just plate. Alright. Let's get to the talents. Let's get to the talents. So, Unholy, you're starting with Raised Dead. You know. Last 1 minute, 2 minute cooldown. Alright. So let's start with the DK class tree. I'm doing Unholy version of it. And then for Frost, I'll fill it out maybe a little bit differently. And then Blood, I'll do Blood. I know, here, I didn't say... I did kind of describe my history with Warrior. My history, DK, I play Blood mostly. I've dabbled in Unholy. I've rarely dabbled in Frost, but I have... I did every Mage Tower. But that's as far... So I can learn to play the class. But as far as how much I played DK... Only Blood a lot, the rest not so much. Alright, so let's get into it. So, Chains of Ice. I'm thinking about damage as far as pushing my build down for Unholy. Alright, so we got Chains of Ice, shackle the target with frozen chains, reduce movement speed by 70% for 8 seconds. Alright. Then we got Death Strike, focuses dark power into a strike that deals physical damage and heals you for 25% of all damage taken in the last 5 seconds, minimum 7% of maximum health. And then you got Raised Dead, which you automatically get for Unholy. Raise a ghoul to 5 by your side, you can have a maximum of 1 ghoul at a time, lasts 1 minute. Then row 3... We got Mind Freeze, smash the target's mind with cold, interrupting spellcasting and preventing any spell in that school from being cast. Anti-magic shell, surround you with an anti-magic shell for 5 seconds, absorbing magic damage and preventing application of harmful magical effects. Damage absorbed generates runic power. And we got Cleaving Strikes, Scourge Strike hits up to 7 additional enemies while you remain in Death and Decay. Okay, that's kind of cool. Fine, I'll get the interrupt. I'll get the interrupt, okay? I'll get the fucking interrupt game, okay? Alright. 1 minute cooldown. Blinding Sleet. Target in a cone in front of you are blinded, causing them to wander disorientated for 5 seconds. Damage may cancel the effect. While Blinding Sleet ends, enemies are slowed by 5%. Dude, that's like a, the dragon spell, Dragon Breath for DK. It's Dragon Breath for DK. Y'all disorientated. Cold Thirst, successfully interrupting an enemy with Mind Freeze, grants 10 runic power and reduces cooldown by 3 seconds. Yeah, I don't want to be in your starter experience, Blizz. I'm an individual. I'm an independent. Your auto attacks Damage, next talent. Permafrost. Your auto attack damage grants you an absorb shield equal to 40% of the damage dealt. Cool story. It doesn't increase my damage though. Death Strike's cost is reduced by 10 and its healing is increased by 60%. Okay. Reduce the cooldown of anti-magic shell by 20 seconds and increases the duration amount absorbed. I'm gonna love doing this as blood, but I'm thinking damage right here. Alright, then we got Death's Advance grants March of Darkness. Death's Advance grants an additional 25% movement speed over the first 3 seconds. Alright. Sacrificial Pact. 20 runic power, 2-minute cooldown. Sacrifice your ghoul to deal shadow damage to all nearby enemies and heal you for 25% of your max health. Just reduce damage around egg targets. I'm gonna be nice to my ghoul, okay? I care about my ghoul. Alright? I'm gonna make the Necromancer builds. I'm gonna make the Necromancer builds. Right here. Control Undead. Dominates the target undead creature up to level 71, forcing it to do your bidding for 5 minutes. Alright. Enfeeble. Your ghoul's attacks have a chance to apply Enfeeble, reducing the enemy's movement speed by 30%. The damage they deal for you by 15%. Okay. I don't want to force people. Here's the thing. I want to summon Undead, but not against their will. So I'm going to go ahead and get Enfeeble rather than Control Undead. You'd probably want Control Undead. Alright? But I want to be nice to my ghouls. Okay? So I don't want to control them. I want them to willingly do what I tell them. Alright, so now we're on row 4. Like I said, my builds are for me and me alone. If you want to take some of the info I do, make your own thing, totally recommended. You'd probably take that legit versus this, but maybe the sacrifice. Okay, let's continue down. Bound Fortitude. 3-minute cooldown on your blood freezes, granting immunity, stun effects, and reducing all damage you take by 30%. Blood Scent. Increase the leech by 3%. Veteran of the Third War. Stamina increased by 10%. And that's a 2-ranker. Then we got Suppression. Increase the avoidance by 3%. Then we got Brittle. Your diseases have a chance to weaken your enemy, causing your attacks against them to deal 6% increased damage for 5 seconds. Alright. Let's get a defensive. I ain't taking nothing in there. And the damage shield. Alright, row 5. Bound Fortitude's cooldown is reduced by 60 seconds. Increases crit strike by 2%. I'm gonna take that. Anti-magic zone. Place the anti-magic zone that reduces spell damage taken by party or raid members by 20%. Anti-magic zone lasts for 8 seconds until it absorbs a lot of damage. Might of the Saurian increases strength by 2%, okay? Clenching Grasp. Death Grip slows enemy movements by 50% for 6 seconds. Tom, look at this wild build I got, dude. You're probably like, this is so cringe if you're watching this. I'm like, fuck anti-magic zone. I ain't helping nobody. I don't even need a magic shell. Who needs that? I barely got interrupt. Alright, then we are row 6 here. Chains of Ice affects 1 additional nearby enemy. Absorbs are 15% more effective on you. Asphyxiate lifts the enemy target off the ground, crushing their throat with dark energy and stunning them for 5 seconds. Force Choke. Then we got Assimilation. The amount absorbed by anti-magic zone is increased by 10% and grants up to 100 runic power based on the amount absorbed. Okay. Death Pact creates a Death Pact that heals you for 50% of your max health, but it absorbs incoming healing effect to 30% of your max health. What the fuck is this? I don't even know, dude. Interesting. That's a tank gambit right there, is what I call that. Death's Reach increases choice node here. Increase the range of Death Grip by 10 yards. Kill an enemy that yields experience or honor. Resets the cooldown of Death Grip. Death and Decay, and then the other choice, Death and Decay, reduces the movement speed of enemies within the area by 90%, decaying by 10% every second. And we got increases Lichborn's duration by 2 seconds, and while active damage taken is reduced by 15%. Alright. We'll take that. And we'll take... absorbs. Then we're on row 7 here. Runic Attenuation auto attacks have a chance to generate 5 runic power. Wraith Walk, embrace the power of the Shadowlands, removing all root effects and increasing your movement speed by 70% for 4 seconds. Taking any action will cancel the effect. While active, your movement speed cannot be reduced below 170%. 70% increased movement speed? That's booking it for DKs. But you know what's funny? You know it'd be cool if it was embrace the power of the Shadowlands, get increased movement speed, and you're also able to use your Venthyr Teleport, your Night Fae Soul Shape, your Carrion File dude comes out, your Necrolord Shield. Alright, then we got the other one. Unholy Ground. Gain 5% haste while you remain within your Death and Decay. Alright. Damn! Now I got 6 points to actually put into utility. Fuck. They really made me do it. Alright, let's get this. Let's get Magic. Let's get Leech. And that. Oh, wait. We'll get that, since I got Anti-Magic Zone. There we go, look, I got some stuff. Alright, now we're in the good shit row. Row 8. Insidious Chill. Your auto attacks reduce the target's auto attack speed by 5% for 30 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. Alright, so this is DK, Curse of Weakening. Or Curse of whatever. And then Blood Draw. Whenever you fall below 30% health, you drain enemy from nearby enemies. Can only occur every 3 minutes. Will of the Necropolis. Damage taken below 30% health is reduced by 20%. Death's Echo, Death's Advance, Death and Decay, and Death Grip all have 1 additional charge. Cool, I need to keep the Death and Decay up. So that's good. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to grab that now too. So we got row 9. Icy Talons. Your runic power spending abilities increase your melee attack speed by 3% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Rune Mastery. Consuming a rune has a chance to increase your strength by 3% for 8 seconds. And we got Unholy Bond. Increase the effectiveness of your rune forge effects by 10%. Okay. Then we got Empowered Rune Weapon and the Capstones. Empowered Rune Weapon. Empower your rune weapon, gaining 15% haste and generating 1 rune and 5 runic power instantly in every 5 seconds for 20 seconds. Abomination Limb. Sprout an additional limb, dealing shadow damage over 12 seconds to all nearby enemies. Deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Every 1 second, an enemy is pulled to your location. Even if they are further than 8 yards from you, the same enemy can only be pulled once every 4 seconds. Gain Runic Corruption instantly and again every 6 seconds. Interesting. Alright. Soul Reaper. Strike an enemy for Shadow Frost damage and inflict enemy with Soul Reaper after 5 seconds. If the target is below 35% health, this effect will explode, dealing additional Shadow Frost damage to the target. If the enemy that yields experience or armor dies, gain Runic Corruption. Okay. So let's get that and Empowered Rune. We'll get that and then this. And then that. I feel like this could be good or that could be good, but this is increased strength, and this is just increased effectiveness on the strength gain from most likely. Oh. Oh. Okay, well. It will increase the effectiveness of one of these when they're live. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to take a good look at this for blood, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the exact same thing for frost. FYI. Alright, so now let's move over to the Unholy tree. So our first choice, Festering Strike, replaces Rune Strike. So Rune Strike is the base one, and then this one always gets shifted later for the DK. Strike for physical damage and applying Festering Runes. Festering Runes are lesions that you pop, essentially how Unholy plays, you pop wounds. So, and they deal shadow damage and generate Runic power. Alright, now we're moving, and they blow up with Scourge Strike over here. So, Scourge Strike and Unholy Strike that deals physical damage and shadow damage and causes one Festering Rune to burst. Yeah, Dr. Pimple Popper DK. Yeah, I think you would like Unholy. Alright, Raise Dead replaces Raise Dead. Raises a ghoul to fight by your side. You can have a maximum of one ghoul at any time. And the ghoul does not go away. Forever ghoul. Alright, so I'm going to take both of those. Row 3, we got another two big choices. Outbreak deals shadow damage to all targets and inflict all nearby enemies with Virulent Plague. Virulent Plague, and this is different than Festering Rune. Disease that deals shadow damage over 27 seconds. It erupts when the infected target dies, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. Take that. And then we got Dark Transformation. 1 minute cooldown. Your ghoul deals shadow damage to 5 nearby enemies. Transforms into a powerful undead monstrosity for 15 seconds, granting them 100% energy, and the ghoul's ability are empowered and take on a new function while the transformation is active. Big booty ghoul. Alright, now we're getting some more options here. Dude! This is an interesting tree. Look at these. We're gonna see here. Alright, so we got Unholy Blight. Surround yourself with a vile swarm of insects for 6 seconds, stinging all nearby enemies and infecting with a virulent plague, and an unholy disease that deals... Or maybe it's not supposed to say and an unholy, but it says and an unholy disease that deals damage over 14 seconds, stacking up to 4 times. I think it's its own disease. Alright, then we got Improved Festering Strike. Festering Strike and Festering Wound deal 10% increased damage. Runic Mastery increases your maximum runic power by 10. Infected Claws. Your Ghoul's Claws has a 30% chance to cause a Festering Wound. To cause a Festering Wound on the target. Okay. I don't know what I want to do. I said I was going Necromancer, so let's get that. That. And then I'll get increased runic power. Okay, look at this. This is very thick on the in-between. This is very thick in between. The Unholy tree here. It's very thick in the middle. And it's light on the ends. I wonder if there's going to be like a very clear... There's probably going to be a very clear like AoE builds, pet build, something like that. But let's see. So we're on row 5 now. This is when things usually start getting juicy. So we got Endemic. 30 runic power, 30 yard range. Causes each of your virulent plagues to flare up. Virulent plague is this one. The outbreak one. To flare up, dealing shadow damage to the infected enemy and additional shadow damage to all the enemies near them. Replenishing wounds. When a Festering Rune pops, it generates an additional 2 runic power. Okay. Festering Strikes. Festering Strike is a 15% to generate 1 rune. Okay, so that's for runes, that's for runic power. I'm trying to figure out what Unholy DKs are going to want. More runic power, runes, or both. We got Apocalypse. 1.5 minute cooldown. Bring doom upon an enemy, dealing shadow damage and bursting up to 4 Festering Runes on the target. Summon an army of dead ghouls for 15 seconds for each burst Festering Wound. Yes, I'm a Necromancer. We got Plague Bringer. We got a choice note here. Plague Bringer. Scourge Strike causes your disease damage to occur or spread more quickly for 5 seconds. Then we got Klein Shadows. Replaces... I had to use this for the challenge, dude. Replaces Scourge Strike. Deals shadow damage and causes 1 Festering Rune to burst. This is a ranged DK strike. Alright? I'm taking it as a Necromancer. Dude, ranged Unholy DKs win. Win, Blizzard. Ranged Unholy DKs are literally Necromancers. That's all I'm saying. Sudden Doom. Your auto attacks have a chance to make your Death Coil cost no runic power. All will serve. Your Rage Dead spell summons an additional skeletal minion. Yep, I want to summon a skeleton. Alright. I don't know what I'm going to take the rest here, but I took a few things. Let's move on to row 6. Pestilent Pustules. Bursting a festering wound has a 10% chance to grant you Runic Corruption. Burst, and then we got a choice note here. Bursting Swords. Bursting a festering wound deals 25% more damage and deals shadow damage to all nearby enemies. Deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. Deals 25% more damage. Alright, and it bursts. Do they not already burst? Oh, it just bursts on the target, so that makes it AoE. And then the other choice is Ebon Fever. Virulent Plague deals 50% more damage over time in half the duration. And then we got Unholy Command. The cooldown of Dark Transformation is reduced by 8 seconds. 15 seconds at max rank, which I got. Then we got a choice note here. Magus of the Dead. Apocalypse and Army of the Dead also summon a Magus of the Dead who hurls Frostbolts and Shadowbolts at your foes. I'm going to take that. But then the other choice. When your ghoul expires, they explode in Viscera, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. When your ghoul... Oh, from Army of the Dead. Yeah, dude, I'm getting the Bone Magus. That just sounds sweet as fuck. Then we got Improved Death Coil. Death Coil deals 50% additional damage and seeks out 1 additional nearby target. You take that with the Sudden Doom thing over here. Then we got Rotten Touch. Sudden Doom causes your next Death Coil to also increase your Scourge Strike damage against the target by 30% for 6 seconds. And then we're over here. Another choice node. Unholy Pact. Dark Transformation creates an unholy pact between you and your pet, igniting flaming chains that deal shadow damage over 15 seconds to enemies between you and your pet. While active, your strength is increased by 5%. Or you can get Defile. Replaces Death and Decay. Defile the targeted ground, dealing shadow damage to all enemies within 10 yards. While you remain within your Defile, your Scourge Strike will hit 7 enemies near the target. If enemy dies while standing in Defile, it grows in size and deals increased damage every second. They legit make it get bigger? Do they do this in live? Is this in live? Where you can get a growing Defile? This is fucking wicked for N+, dude. You can literally be the Lich King. Defile the ground, and you start murdering things in it and it just grows. Damn, bro. I'm not taking it, but that feels fucking amazing. Alright, now we're in row 7. I'm gonna need to take some more, it looks like, but let's see. Vile Contagion. 30 runic power, 30-yard range, 1.5 minute cooldown. Inflict disease upon your enemies, spreading festering wounds equal to the amount currently active on your target to 8 nearby enemies. Oh, now I see. Okay, so you get this Pestilent Pustules, you get the Bursting Sores, okay? You get Vile Contagion. And can you pop them all at once? Bro, if you have a way to pop them all, that could rack up. So like you rack it up on one target, right? Then you spread it, and then you just start blasting in AoE. Unholy could be god AoEers. I maybe with this, I don't know. That's wild. For that 1.5 minute cooldown, you want everything around you. Oh, you want 8 enemies. Full stacks of Festering. You spread that shit. Yeah, the Plague Ink build. True. Alright, let's move on. Pestilence. Death and decay damage has a 10% increased chance. 10% chance, not increased chance. 10% chance to apply Festering Wound to the enemy. Oh my god. We got Eternal Agony. Death Coil and Epidemic increase the duration of Dark Transformation by 1 second. Death Coil and Epidemic. Oh, that. Alright. Because that's for the pet build. I may get Epidemic too. But let's see. Coil of Devastation. Death Coil causes the target to take an additional 35% of death direct damage dealt over... Okay. So we're getting that. Harbinger of Doom. Sudden death can trigger 15% more often and can accumulate up to 2 charges. Wait a minute. Wait, no, I do want that. Crap. Okay, we'll get that. Harbinger of Doom. See, now I want to go Death Coil build, so hold on. Alright, Reaping. Your Soul Reaper, Scourge Strike, Festering Strike, Death Coil deal 20% additional damage to targets below 35% health. Okay. Alright. So that's for Execute. I mainly just want... I want more Death Coil, so we'll do that. Alright, then we got... Now we're on row 7. Death Rot. Your Death Coil and Epidemic debilitate your enemy, applying Death Rot, causing them to take 1% increased shadow damage up to 10% for 10 seconds. Death Coil Epidemic consume Sudden Doom. It applies 2 stacks of Death Rot. Okay. Army of the Dead summons the Legion of Ghouls who swarm your enemies, fighting anything they can fight for 30 seconds. 8-minute cooldown. I'm getting that because I'm a Necromancer. Summon Gargoyle. Summon a Gargoyle into the area to bombard the enemies for 25 seconds. Gargoyle gains 1% increased damage for every runic power you spend, and it generates runic power. Full Necromancer. Let's go. I don't know if it's good though. Remember, I'm just building this for looks right now. I'm not trying to have, like, the best. And there's still tuning to be done, so if you're min-maxing, you have to follow the number crunches. But if you're just having fun, you know, do it how you want. Alright, so we got Fester Might. Popping your Festering Runes increases your strength by 1% for 20 seconds. Stacking does not refresh duration. So you do the spread, right? You do the spread, you figure out how to pop everyone's wounds, and then you have a bajillion strength. Alright, next thing. Down here in the row 9, dude. Super spicy row. Ghoulish Frenzy. Dark Transformation also increases the attack speed and damage of you and your monstrosity by 6%. Yeah, I'm a ghoul boy. Army of the Damned. Apocalypse's cooldown is reduced by 45 seconds. Additionally, Death Coil reduces the cooldown on Army of the Dead 5 seconds. Yep, taking that. Morbidity. Diseased enemies take 1% increased damage from you per disease they are affected by. Unholy Aura. All enemies within 8 yards take 10% increased damage from your minions. Bro, I am a legit Necromancer. This is so fucking cool. Necromancer build. It just vibes Necromancer. Other than not being ranged. Strike your target, dealing shadow damage. Unholy Assault, Capstone, right here. Strike your target, dealing shadow damage, affecting the target with 4 festering wounds and sending you into an Unholy Frenzy. Increasing haste by 20% for 20 seconds. Super Strain. Your Virulent Plague also applies Frost Fever and Blood Plague. Nice! But you would need that with Morbidity. If you're playing Morbidity, you play Super Strain. If you play this, you have to play this. And I can't play both right now, so I don't have enough points. Commander of the Dead. Here we go. Dark Transformation also empowers your Gargoyle and Army of the Dead for 30 seconds, increases their damage by 30%. Okay, so you have to proc it all together. You have to use Dark Transformation after you've armied and after you gargoyled. Dude, this is the Necromancer build. There is the Morbidity Super Strain build, which I clearly see is going to be some shit. maybe with some of this exploding Fester wound stuff. I think the Unholy Tree seems cool aesthetically, like as far as the abilities sound and like feel. They sound cool, like dude, summoning gargoyles and shit. Let's see how they look. I wanna start. So, okay, so we summon my ghoul. You know, I got my brain keeper, and then we got the skulker. You know, my two dudes. Oh my god, my pet bar is fucked. Hold on. Alright, so we got my two ghouls. I want to see what this looks like, though. Okay, so I drop my army. I would drop my gargoyle, but I can't, so I got my Magus of the Dead. And we pop our Dark Transformation. They're all fucking buffed. All damage buffed by 30%. All Army of the Dead damage increased by 30%, dude. Bro. DKs on openers and execute are gonna be fucking lit. Because you can just pop that shit. That'll be cool. Alright, so let's get the other DPS spec. Oh wait, I wanted to read these. I forgot. I didn't read these for the warrior. Unholy. A master of death and decay, spreading infection and controlling undead minions to do his bidding. Boom. Alright, so let's start looking at Frost now. Like I said, I'm going to do the same to one. Frost, an icy harbinger of doom, channeling runic power and delivering vicious weapon strikes. Alright, so this is what they tell you to do on Frost. Alright, I'm going to undo all of this. Alright. What am I missing? They don't grab more ice? They didn't grab Magic Zone. What else did they grab? They grabbed that shit. Oh, now I see. Okay. I see why they would get Ghoul. Explode. Alright, hold on. Alright, so that's the starter build. I'll undo all that. Interesting. They don't have you get Magic Zone as a starter build, but they have you get Death Strike and all this shit. The Exploding Ghoul looks right. No Soul Reaper, I guess. Less chains. None of that. Extra that. Okay. I mean... It's weird that they wouldn't have you take that, though. So you essentially, for Frost, you use it as a heal. You use your Ghoul as a heal. Alright. I'll go with this. They tell you to not get Anti-Magic Zone. Blizzard says, hey, you're a DPS, don't get Anti-Magic Zone. That's Blizzard. That's on them. Alright, but let's look at the Frost tree. We got Froststrike. We're off the bat. Alright. Sounds good. Then we got Obliterate. Froststrike. Chill your weapon with icy power. Quickly strike the enemy, dealing frost damage. Bada boom. Easy peasy. And that takes runic power. Then we got Obliterate. This is your rune strike. A brutal attack that deals physical damage. 2 runes, melee range. And then you got Howling Blast. This is your disease applier. Blast enemy with frigid wind, dealing frost damage to that foe and reduce damage to all other enemies within 10 yards, inflicting all targets with frost fever. Disease that deals frost damage over 24 seconds and has a chance to grant the Death Knight 5 runic power each time it deals damage. Alright, so we'll grab both. I don't know what kind of build I'm going to do for Frost. I'm just going to vibe with it, see what it looks like. You know, I'm going to be a little... I'm going to be a little chilly. I'm going to be a little chilly. You know, try to be a little frosticle. You know, it's a frost popsicle. Not to be concerned with the frost testicle. That is not what I wanted to be named for. Alright. This is the spec I haven't played. I played least in DK. So we got Killing Machine. We're in row 3. Killing Machine. Your auto attack critical strikes have a chance to make your next obliterate, deal frost damage, and critically strike. Cool. Rhyme. Obliterate has a 60% chance to cause your next Howling Blast to consume no runes and deal 30% additional damage. Alright, that's for like a frosty build. Alright. Alright. And then we got... So we're moving on to row 4. Unleash Frenzy. Damaging an enemy with a runic power ability increases your strength by 1% for 6 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. I like that. Improved Frost Strike. Increased Frost Strike damage by 10%. Alright, it's a 2 trait. We got Runic Command. Increase your maximum runic power by 10. And then Remorseless Winter. Drain the warmth of life from all nearby enemies within 8 yards, dealing frost damage over 8 seconds and reducing their movement speed. Okay, I'm going the Iceman. I'll grab that. I'm going the Iceman, though. I'm going to be Mr. Freeze. Alright, Improved Obliterate. Increases Obliterate's damage by 10%. Glacial Advance. 30 runic power. Summons a glacial spike from the ground that advances forward, each dealing frost damage and applying razor ice to enemies near their eruption point. Okay. Pillar of Frost. 1 minute cooldown. The power of Frost increases your strength by 20% for 12 seconds. Each rune spent while active increases your strength by additional 1%. Alright. And we got Frost Scythe. A sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you. For frost damage, this attack benefits from Killing Machine. Critical strike with Frost Scythe deal 4 times normal damage, deals reduced damage beyond 5 targets. Okay. So that's for crit build. Improved Rhyme. Increases Holy Blast damage done by an additional 75%. I'll grab that. Hold up. And can benefit from Killing Machine. Okay. Alright. I may grab that. Alright. So now we're in row 6. Okay, 6. We all know 6 is when it gets juicy. Alright. Obliterate deals 10% increased damage and a 12% chance to refund 2 runes. Okay. And this is a choice node, Frederick Executioner. Now the next one, Rage of the Frozen Champion. Obliterate has a 15% increased chance to trigger Rhyme, and Howling Blast generates 8 runic power while Rhyme is active. Okay. Cold Heart. Every 2 seconds, gain a stack of Cold Heart, causing your next Chains of Ice to deal frost damage, stacking up to 20 times. Okay. Frost Reaper. Killing Machine also causes your next Obliterate to deal frost damage. Doesn't it already? It literally does that already. It literally does that already. What? Okay. Alright. Right? Is it additional? Interesting. Maybe bug. Beta will be beta. When Pillar of Frost expires, your strength is increased by 5% for 6 seconds. This effect lasts 2 seconds longer for each Obliterate. This is the first weird talent I've seen out of the classes I've been doing for a bit. At least in recent memory. There's been some non-working ones, but that was weird. That's weird. When Pillar of Frost expires, your strength is increased by 5% for 6 seconds. This effect lasts 2% longer for each Obliterate and Frost Strike, Critical Strike during Pillar of Frost. Okay, that's cool. Frost Whelp's aid. Pillar of Frost summons a Frost Whelp who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you, dealing frost damage each unique enemy hit. By Frost Whelp aids grants you 4% mastery for 15 seconds. I want the little baby whelp, dude. That's cool as hell. Horn of Winter. Blow the Horn of Winter, gaining 2 runes and generate 25 runic power. 45-second cooldown. Biting Cold. Remorseless Winter's damage increased by 30%. First time Remorseless Winter deals damage to 3 different enemies, you gain Rime. Chill Streak. Deals frost damage to the target. 45-second cooldown, 40-yard range. 40 runic power. Deals frost damage to the target and reduces movement speed by 70%. Chill Streak bounces up to 9 times between closest targets within 6. What? You just throw a snowball? You throw a snowball as frost and it just bounces. That's funny. Alright, let's see what I'm getting here and then we'll figure out. Alright, Murderous Efficiency. We're on row 7. Consuming Killing Machine effect has a 50% chance to grant you 1 rune. Inexorable Assault. Gain Inexorable Assault every 8 seconds, stacking up to 5 time. Obliterate consumes the stack and deals an additional frost damage. See, is that additional frost damage? But it says it already turns it to frost damage. Maybe this one just makes it crit and then this one makes it frost? Or they need to get rid of this one? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this. I feel like Frost DKs have already seen this and mentioned it. So that's why I'm not, like, putting in a ticket. Like, this is obviously, like, what are we doing here? Okay. Then we got Ice Cap. Your Frost Strike and Obliterate critical strikes reduce the remaining cooldown of Pit or Frost by 2 seconds. Okay, I'd want to get those together, so I'll grab that. Empowered Rune Weapon. Empower your Rune Weapon, gaining 50% haste and generate 1 rune and 5 runic power instantly in every 5 seconds for 20 seconds. If you already know Rune Weapon, gain an additional charge. Yeah, dude, 2 charges? That sounds good. Gathering Storm. Each rune spent during Remorseless Winter increases the damage by 10% and extends the duration by 5 seconds. Alright, I'll grab that. And then we got a choice node here for Chill Streak, aka the Snowball. Piercing Chill. Enemies suffer 5% increased damage from Chill Streak each time they are struck by it. Or Enduring Chill. Chill Streak's bounce range is increased by 2 yards, and each time Chill Streak bounces, a 20% chance to increase the maximum. What the fuck is this? Why would you... Is this for kiting? This is for ranged... This is ranged Frost DK tech. Okay? You're like, the enemy are hiding behind that pillar. It has to be PvP, because this is ridiculous in PvE. So you're just like, okay, they're hiding behind a corner. I'm going to throw this snowball, and it's going to bounce between all the enemies and fuck them up. Every 45 seconds. What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Okay, I'm moving on. I got that stuff. We're moving on. Row 8. Might of the Frozen Waste. Wielding a 2-handed weapon increases Obliterate damage by 30% in your all-attack critical strikes. Always grant Killing Machine. Bone Grinder. Consuming Killing Machine grants 1% crit strike chance for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. At 5 stacks, your next Killing Machine consumes the stack and grants you 10% increased frost damage for 10 seconds. This is the Obliterate side. This is the Frosted Flake side. Then we got Shattering Blade. When Frost Strike damages an enemy with 5 stacks of Razor Ice, it will consume them to deal an additional 60% damage. Avalanche. Casting Howling Blast with Rime active causes jagged icicles to fall on enemies nearby your target, applying Razor Ice and dealing frost damage. Okay, I'm a blizzard. I'm making a blizzard. Icebreaker. When empowered by Rime, Howling Blast deals 30% increased damage to your primary target. Everfrost. Remorseless Winter deals 4% increased damage to enemies it hits, stacking up to 10 times. Okay. Everfrost. Alright, I'll probably get that, but let's go to the next row. Cold-Blooded Rage. Frost Strikes has a 10% chance on crit strike to grant Killing Machine. Cool. Frostworm's Fury. Summon a Frostworm who breathes on all enemies within 40 yards in front of you, dealing frost damage and slowing movement speed. Yeah, I'm the Frostworm builds. on the Frostworm. Got the whelp, got the mama, got the whole thing. Invigorating Freeze. Frost Reaver's crit strike chance increases the chance to grant Runic Power by an additional 5%. Okay, we'll get that. Okay. Then I got 3 points left, and pretty much all this to get. Obliteration. While the Capstones here. While Pillar of Frost is active, Frost Strike and Howling Blast always grant Killing Machine have a 30% chance to generate a rune. Absolute Zero. Frostworm's Fury has a 50% reduced cooldown and freezes all enemies hit for 3 seconds. Gonna grab that. Breath of Cinder Grocer. Continuously strike. 16 runic power per second, 2-minute cooldown. Continuously deal frost damage every 1 second to enemies in a cone in front of you until your runic power is exhausted. Deal reduced damage to secondary targets. Okay, so I get that, and I need more runic power somewhere. That's a runic power ability. That's fucking lit right there, what I just did. Yeah, I just grabbed that. Okay, so this is my Frosted Flakes build. Alright, apply. Okay. Boom. I like it. I like it. Let's put this shit on the bars now. We got Frost Strike. We got Breath. We got Abomination Limb. We got a little Death Strike. We got that. We got 2 empowered rune weapon. 2! Count it, 2! Dose. I don't got Control Undead. Did I keep that sacrificial pack? I did. So I put that with the ghoul, because they go together. Oh, I can fit it on 1 bar. Look at that, dude. I can fit it all on 1 bar. 2 bars, I mean. Look at that. Do I even have Death Coil? I don't even got Death. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Every DK does. Alright. I want you to see this Frostworm's Fury. Look at that. Boom. Got Abomination Limb. Abomination Limb. Got Pillar of Frost. We got this. Got Remorseless Winter. Look at me. This Frost build is gonna be sick, dude. Alright, now for the real spec. Blood, a dark guardian who manipulates and corrupts life energy to sustain himself in the face of an enemy onslaught. Alright. It's fucking go time. Boom. We getting the magic shield. Boom. We getting the more increased death strike. Boom. We getting the increased stand. Boom. We getting the leech. We getting the ghoul. We getting the death and decay. We getting that. We getting the avoidance. We getting the magic zone. We getting the strength. We getting the merciless strikes. We getting the more magic zone. Alright. Boom. More effective. Boom. Auto attacks give that. Boom. Unbound Fury. Boom. Boom. More defense. Boom. Haste. Boom. More runic power. Boom. We get that. More reduced damage. More strength. A-bomb limb. Look at this. This is amazing. This is a good build. I already like this. I didn't even have to think about it. I probably should have thought about it a little bit. This looks pretty good. And now I'm missing the Runeforge effect. I'm missing the runic power, but I got a lot of defensiveness here, dude. Full defense. I got the grip. I probably want that. I probably want this. How do I get that without getting rid of some of this good shit? There. I fixed it. Alright. This is my new blood tree. Alright. Now let's move on to the main blood side. Boom! Heart strike right off the bat. Instantly strike the target and one other nearby enemy, causing physical damage and reducing enemies' movement speed by 20% for 8 seconds. Replaces rune strike. Bada boom. Sorry, I keep touching my face. My allergies are bothering me today. Alright, then we got Mara Rent. 2 runes. Smash the target, dealing physical damage and draining 3 charges of Bone Shield. Surrounds you with a barrier of whirling bones. Increases armor by 3k. That's nice. Each melee attack against you consumes a charge. Lasts 30 seconds or until all charges are consumed. Get that? Blood Boil. Deals shadow damage and affect all enemies within 10 yards with Blood Plague. Blood Plague, a shadowy disease that drains health from the target over 24 seconds. Max 2 charges. Gotta get that Blood Boil. Like most trees, you pretty much get everything at the start. Then we got row 3, Vampiric Blood, 1.5 minute cooldown. Embrace your undeath, increasing your max health by 30%. Increase all healing and absorbs received by 30% for 10 seconds. Nice. Crimson Scourge, your auto attacks on targets infected with your Blood Plague have a chance to make your next death and K, cost no rings, and reset its cooldown. Hold on. Interesting. I'll look into that. I'll see if I need to grab that. Let's get over here. I mean, I probably will actually, so because I need points. Ossuary. While you have at least 5 Bone Shield charges, the cost of Death Strike is reduced by 5 runic power. Additionally, your maximum runic power is increased by 10. Maybe I want to get through these 2 classes because my allergies are popping off. And it's freaking 1,000,000 degrees in here. Alright. Ossuary. Improved Vampiric Blood. Vampiric Blood's healing and absorb amount is increased by 5% and duration by 2%. Okay, grab that for sure. Alright. Alright. Next, on the other side here. Improved Heart Strike. Heart Strike's damage increased by 50%. Then we got Death's Caress. Reach out with necrotic tendrils, dealing shadow damage and applying Blood Plague to your target and generating 2 Bone Shield charges? Interesting. That's the ranged pull-like ability. 1 rune, 6-second cooldown, 30-yard range. But it gives you Bone Shield charges now. That's cool. Alright, I'm still going this way right now. You got Rune Tap, Rune Tap, 1 rune, reduces all damage taken by 20% for 4 seconds, max 2 charges. Heartbreaker, Heart Strike generates 1 additional runic power per target hit. Foul Bulwark, each charge of Bone Shield increases your maximum health by 1%. I like that personally, but it's not usually the best. I did get a cult from the Frosty Key. Okay, oh my god. Dancing Rune Weapon, summon a rune weapon for 8 seconds. It's a 2-minute cooldown. Mirrors your melee attacks and bolsters your defensive while active. You gain 40% parry chance. Always get that shit. We got Hemostasis. Each enemy hit by Blood Boil increases your damage and healing done by your next Death Strike by 8%, stacking up to 5 times. So that's Rem Plus for sure. Preservance of the Ebon Blade. When Crimson Scourge is consumed, you gain 3% versatility for 6 seconds. Crimson Scourge is the Death and Decay when you auto-attack. Interesting. Relish in Blood. While Crimson Scourge is active, your next Death and Decay heals you for health per Bone Shield charge, and you immediately gain 10 runic power. Alright. We're on row 6 now. It's starting to ramp up. Leeching Strike. Heart Strike heals you for 5.5% health for each enemy hit while affected for heart. So just heal for like 2. Unless you increase it through the Death and Decay, I think. If they have that. Improved Bone Shield. Bone Shield increases your haste by 10%. Okay, I like that. Insatiable Blade. Dancing Rune Weapon generates 5 Bone Shield charges. When Each charge of Bone Shield is consumed. The cooldown of Dancing Rune weapon is reduced by 5 seconds. I love that legendary, so I'm going to take that. Alright, here we go. We got a choice node. Blood Drinker. Drain health from the target over 2.7 seconds. You can move, parry, dodge, and use defensive abilities while channeling this ability. 30-second cooldown, 1 rune. Consumption. Strike all enemies in front of you with a hungering attack that deals physical damage and heals you for 150% of the damage. Deals reduced damage bond. I like playing Consume, but both of these are talents now. I don't know which one's going to be good here. But Consume looks fun, and it feels fun for me. So I use it because it's the artifact. Alright, then we got Rapid Decomp. Your Blood Plague and Death and Decay deal 50% more damage, 15% more often. Additionally, your Blood Plague leeches 50% more health. Okay. I'm still moving down. I'll probably pick some stuff over there, but let's keep working down here. So we got Blood Feast. We're on row 7. Anti-Magic Shell heals you for 100% of the damage it absorbs. Okay, I'm getting that. Blood Tap. Consume the essence around you to regenerate 1 rune. Recharge time reduced by 2 seconds whenever a blown shield charge is consumed. That's good. I don't play it right now, but maybe I'll play it next patch. I think it's good, but it's just a lot to manage. Reinforced Bones increases armor gained from Bone Shield by 10%. Alright. Everlasting Bond summons a 1 additional copy of Dancing Rune weapon and increases their duration by 8 seconds. 16-second Dancing Rune weapon, dude. That's fucking nice. That's fucking nice, dude. It's 16 seconds now. Alright, then we got Voracious. Death Strike's healing is increased by 20% and grants you 15% leech for 8 seconds. Bloodworms. Your auto attacks have a chance to summon a Bloodworm. Bloodworms deal minor damage to your target for 15 seconds and then burst, healing you for 50% of your missing health. If you drop below 50% health, your Bloodworms will immediately burst and heal you. And Coagulopathy. Enemies affected by Blood Plague take 5% increased damage from you, and your Death Strike increases the damage of your Blood Plague by 25% for 8 seconds, stacking to 5 times. Okay, so I have three talents to get. Hold on. Alright, I feel like I need to get over here. So, we'll get Death's Caress. We'll get... get this, and we'll get consumption, and then that. Okay, so now we got 9 points to play with down here. Alright, row 8. Choice node. Mark of Blood. Place a mark of blood on the enemy for 15 seconds. The enemy's damaging auto attacks will also heal their victim for 3% of the victim's maximum health. Or Tombstone. Consume up to 5 Bone Shield charges. For each charge consumed, you gain 6 Runic Power and absorb damage equals 6% of your maximum health for 8 seconds. Alright, and then we got Gorfrim's Grasp. 2-minute cooldown. Shadowy Tendrils coil around all enemies within 15 yards of a hostile or friendly target, pulling them to the target's location. That's fucking sick. I love that move. It's great. I'm taking it. Sanguine Grounds. You deal 5% more damage and receive 5% more healing while standing near Death and Decay. Okay, I'll take that. Shattering Bone. When Bone Shield is consumed, it shatters, dealing shadow damage to nearby enemies. This damage is tripled while you are within your Death and Decay. Okay. Heartrend. Heartstrike has a chance to increase the damage of your next Death Strike by 20%. Tightening Grip. Enemies hit by Gorfring's Grasp take 5% increased damage from you for 15 seconds. It additionally reduces the cooldown of Gorfring's Grasp by 30 seconds. I'm going to take that. Iron Heart. Bone Shield's duration is increased by 2 seconds and absorbs 20% more damage. Bone Shield. Yeah. Hold on. Okay. Red Thirst. Reduces the cooldown on Vampiric Blood by 1 second per 10 Runic Power. Alright, I'm taking that. Alright. Capstones. Bone Storm. 10 to 100 Runic Power. 1 minute cooldown. A whirl of bone and gore batters all nearby enemies, dealing shadow damage every 1 second and healing you for 3% of your max health every time it deals damage, up to 15%. Lasts 1 second per runic power spent, deals reduced damage beyond 8 targets. So you just charge up to 100 runic power, pop it, use it. There you go. Purgatory, an unholy pact that prevents fatal damage instead of absorbing incoming heals equal to the damage presented, lasting 3 seconds. If any heal absorption remains when this effect expires, you will die. I usually grab Purgatory. Alright, we got Bloodshot. While Blood Shield is active, you deal 25% increased physical damage. Okay. And then Umbilicus Eternus. After Vampiric Blood expires, you absorb damage equal 5 times the damage your Blood Plague dealt during Vampiric Blood. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take Bloodshot. And... maybe I won't take Purge. Oh wait, it is only one. Alright, then yeah, there we go. Boom. This is my blood build, dude. Feels fucking great. Is it good? I don't know, but it's my blood build. It's Blood's blood build. Bada boom. Bada bing. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that. Oh well. So we got that. We got the grabby hands. We got the grip. We got this. We got... I need a target for Rune Blaze, dude. Damn. I didn't get Asphyxiate. I got this. I got my blood tap. I got my... oh my god, I'm already at 9. Dude, doing all that just put me at Morrowind cap. That's nice. That's cool. A decent amount of bars for... or not bars. A decent amount of abilities for... blood here. We got the Ghoul Sack, which is good. We got Lichborn. We got Unbound. We got Magic Shield. We got Magic Zone. We got a Dancing Rune. Blood DK is looking pretty good. Blood DK is looking pretty cool. So DK looks pretty alright. There was that little thing in Frost DK which felt weird, but I think Death Echoes for blood. Oh, I didn't get blood tap. Why didn't I get blood tap? Here, I'll get it. Did I already get it? Or is it on another one? Oh, on the class tree. As opposed to what? I mean, it's good. But I'm like giving up an empowered rune weapon or a bomb limb. Like what do I give up? For an extra death and decay on blood. I can give up this. But then I'm healing off of it, right? Oh wait, no, I took it off. Okay, if I'm not healing... yeah. I can see that. I can see that. But let's see, it gives me 2 of this, which is good. Can I like double stack it? Is it giving me more runic? No, maybe. What did I lose? I just lost extra cooldown on this. What is it? 1 minute cooldown? That's fine. Got that 2 minute, and then we got... that's a 2 minute. And then Lichborn's a 2 minute. I got cooldowns. And that's 1.5. The only reason I'm getting this is so I can go down that way. And then 2 death grips. That's good. Like I said, I'm just testing it out. I don't know what the meta's gonna be. I just gave up. Like, if I needed more magic damage, I would probably get rid of that and get this. Or magic absorb. I mean, you're the Death Knight, right? I was mainly trying to get as most absorption, like, so that's why I grabbed that. But yeah, that, I mean, because I'm using Death and Decay over here, it works, dude. It probably is powerful. I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, the thing I gave up for it was just like magic. I just know for blood, you do want all these. For sure. You just want all these. The 2 charges is good. I wanted that too. You just only... I felt like Empowered Rune Weapon would be good for blood. I don't know if it would be bad. But that's what I'm saying. The tuning isn't out yet, so I don't know what's good or bad. I was just mainly looking... This just... A lot of the talents just feel fun. I'm still liking a lot of what I'm seeing. Like, aesthetically, this feels fun. Like, imagine you're just a casual, and you're just like, oh my god, I get to fucking shoot blood beams out of my eyes. It just looks cool. It doesn't have to be actually good, number-wise, as long as it looks cool for the casual player. But that's kind of like what I'm looking at. But I don't know what the meta's gonna be, Tom. Death's Echo does look good. I think I grabbed it... Wait, I didn't grab it on any of the other ones either. Because I'm like... One, I don't think you want a Death Grip on Frost and Unholy. Alright. But on Blood, it's good. The double D and Ds could be good for Unholy for sure. I don't know about for Frost. But were you around when y'all was looking at Unholy? Unholy looked cool. Unholy looked cool. I didn't know Frost at all. But yeah, that's been my look at the DK class tree though. I'm going to end the video in regards to that. But I'm still on the stream though, Tom. I was going to look at another class, but it's like super late. I was going to look at Drakthir. Drakthir's next. Did you see the problem with Frost though, Tom? Did you see the problem with Frost? There's a talent here. Oh my god, they literally fixed it. They literally fucking fixed it. Blizzard went in and fixed this shit in my video. Are you fucking serious? I'm adding this. I'm adding this. Your auto attack critical strikes have chance to make your Obliterate critical strike. Now that gives frost damage. Bro, what? Bro, this literally said, you gotta roll the camera. This literally said your auto attacks critical strikes have a chance to make your next Obliterate deal frost damage and critical strike. Oh my god. Blizzard on top of it, dude. They're watching me. They're in the room. They're in the room right now, dude. Holy shit. Alright, never mind. They don't have a problem. Everything's fixed. Good job, Blizzard. They fixed it! Okay, but the next class I'm looking at is this. FYI. This is the next class we're looking at. And then we're going to do Hunter. We're going to do Evoker and Hunter. Alright, so I got him tank, her tank. He tried to heal. Maybe it's better to heal. Oh my god. I don't know what to look at now. I'm kind of like... What the fuck? Who the fuck's sending me mail? What's up, Nate? You caught me when I'm ending soonish. I maybe got like 30 minutes till I gotta go. But welcome. Hope you're doing well. Who the fuck is mailing me? Who the fuck is... Why did you... Who is this? Why did this person mail me? The Boog. Who the fuck are you? Who's this? Get fancy sword. Alright, I'm sending your gold back, bro. I don't know what you did, but you fucked up. Yeah, I don't know who that is, dude. But it's the beta, so... I mean... I don't know what fancy sort... Oh. Alright, we had to have a crash at one point. We had to get a crash in there at one point. It wouldn't be a beta stream without a crash. But, Tom, I'm not arguing the utility of the Death's Advances. But, when I was doing the other specs, I didn't even take the magic shield. If you saw my builds, you would be like, hold up, let me show you the other builds I made for DK. Okay? Just so we get this clear, Tom. I'm gonna show you. I did these builds saying the raid better cater to me. I want to do big damage. And does 2 Death's Advance give you more damage? No, the mob should be right next to you. What is the tank doing? Here, let me... So, this was my frost one. Oh, if you're going AoE, you want the double death and decay. But look. This frost build, I'm like, no. I don't want that. I barely want interrupts. No magic zone. Screw y'all. This was literally just... I want every damage. Yeah, I definitely see that with the trees. There's like a single target and an AoE build. This stuff with Frost looked good. I went this like Frostwhelp build. Look, I'm summoning dragons. You know? And like I said, I didn't grab this because I'm just like, damage. Does it give me damage? No. But you know what? Oh wait, no, because I can't get here. Like I said, I've min-maxed for doing damage. Here. Fuck. Like I said, I've min-maxed for only damage. No magic zone. Oh man, I couldn't even take out that. Yeah, I can't move any other thing here, or I lose what I got here. And then I'll show you my unholy one. Here, you're gonna laugh at my unholy one. There's some crazy shit in unholy though. Whatever is going on here with bursting all the... If only you could AoE burst wounds. Is there a way to burst wounds on stuff other than Scourge Strike? Because this is insane. If you spread the wounds, all the wounds AoE, with this, you could just pop off. Yeah, I figured there... Okay, I was right. I was like, there's gotta be a way to do it, I just don't know. But this shit right here looked crazy. You just AoE. But I went... So, my unholy build, I was like, I want to be a Necromancer, Tom. So I got Clawing Shadows, and I'm just like, I want to be at ranged, shooting death coils, and empowering my minions. Can you imagine ranged unholy? Just like auto-attacking from range, Clawing Shadows, and doing that shit? Yeah, I remember Unholy being... Okay, look, on Unholy, I grabbed it. Look, on Unholy, I did grab it. So clearly on Unholy, I was like, okay, I want the D&D. But on Frost, I was like, A-Bomb Limb? But on Holy, I got it. I did like, my Unholy one is different. As you can see, I didn't get it. Control Undead, clearly you get. I made a meme about not getting it, but you probably get that. But this is what I got for Unholy. Little Necromancer build. Yeah. So for AoE, I agree. What I was looking at over here just felt like AoE focused. There's this disease stuff you'd put in right here, I saw. But I was like, I'm just gonna make a minion build. Just for the look, like I was saying. Because I don't know... Because here's the thing, we're not gonna know what's best, per se, until there's tuning. But it definitely looks like for all the DK specs, there's a single target and a main target. And for like the little tweaks, it depends on what's actually tuned good, I'd imagine. Alright, Warrior was sweet. So I got 5 classes done. Next time we're going to start with Evoker. We're going to get a little Crumble. Then Rogue, Mage, Warlock, Priest, Druid. Priest, Druid lasts... because they're still working on some of those. I feel. Literally, they're working on Why can't I switch to my other server? Oh, that's sick. Here's the thing, Tom. I at least knew it was good for Unholy. On Frost, I was like, no, I don't want to run fast. I don't see the benefit as much for D&D as Frost. For Blood maybe. You saw how I tweaked Blood to fit it in. That wasn't a big deal to tweak Blood. But Unholy, I did see the double D&D is good. To be fair. Yeah. I knew there was something up with that AoE pustule shit. The second I read that, I was like, okay, hold up. This is serious. But I don't DPS DK or D8 or DK. But I do Unholy, so I knew it a bit. But I was going for a theme build. Because the one Unholy tune I have is going to be thematically a Necromancer. So. But I would play on my main DK, I would play whatever's best. You know, I'd probably see what the best talent is, maybe do a few tweaks for personal taste. But yeah, the haste from standing in D&D is good. For sure. Yeah, I didn't go the Obliterate build, so I didn't get D&D. I went for that weird Frost Dragon. I was trying to do stuff that got me Runic Power. Oh my god, they changed the icon for fishing? Bro, this is huge. This is huge. They changed the icon for fishing. What the fuck? Look at this. And cooking. Those... Oh my god, how could they do that? How could they do that? What monsters? You know what? I think the cooking one looks cooler, actually. I'm gonna be real. I got no talents. I'm gonna be legit. I'm gonna be legit with you right now, okay? Precise sigils, really? Didn't get the increased magic damage. What the fuck is this build? I was like, it looks pretty alright until I got too deep into it. Then I was like, what? Hold on, so we got the reduced magic damage, more mastery. That. There we go. I gotta definitely look at this side though. Dude, their fucking starter vengeance build, okay, doesn't include last resort. Literally, they're like, yo, I want new DKs to die. Literally, that's what they said. They're like, I want new DKs to die. Alright, it gives you quicken sigils without giving you fucking sigils. Alright, hold on. Trying to figure out what this build is. What the fuck? I don't know if the Spirit Bomb build in this is gonna be fucking good. They have you go this weird build, dude. Some of these starter builds are scuffed. I mean, it is. I mean, it depends. I don't know. I mean, it's probably got some passives in it that are good. All right, so if I'm in the sigil build, which most vengeance are gonna be, you want all the sigil stuff. I guess going split sides would be good-ish, but this frailty build, I don't know how good it is. It really depends on tuning. I like the rune. I like the sigil build because it gives you a lot of utility, dude. And it's fucking nice. But I've already done it. I've already done the DH one. I've already looked at a lot of this. Doesn't look too different. Oh, I did want to check out. They started adding more dragon customizations, so I want to check those out. I'm chilling. Where are they at? There we go. Hold on, how do you get the fancy ones? I keep seeing people on the fancy one. You know what I'm talking about? They have the Gladiator one. Oh, full transformation. Storm Eater. How are they unlocking that shit? I see people with the Storm Eater. How do they get it? They're fucking cheating. How? They're cheating, dude. Did my mouse just die? What the fuck? Okay. Why does it not work around my character? What the fuck? That's fucking... What the fuck? Where it doesn't... Okay. Alright. What the hell, dude? Alright, let's see. I had never had this on live. I've never had this issue before. This is new for me. Okay, well, thank you for the fix, because that worked. Alright. Man, I'm upset. So, I've gotten good at dragon riding now. Gotten better. Alright, I don't know how to get that fancy shit. I've seen people on the Glad mount. I've seen people on that. Fucking jelly. Alright, so what do we want to do? What do I want to do before I go? Here, you want to take another look at the raid? Here's... Okay, alright, BobalosRex here. I'm looking at the raid again. Let's see the new big creepy. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, it's in here. Vault. Hold on. Let's look at the Dragon Isles, dude. So we got Rune, the sky's misery. Ron's presence has been known to make the skies cry. His tempest electrifies the air and wreaks havoc upon the land. Drawn to the gale power, Ron now threatens the lands and peoples of the Onar Plain. They don't got a model! What the fuck? Where they damn model at, dude? What the hell? They ain't even got a model. This one's got a model? Okay. Battering Ram. That's what it... Battering Ram. Okay, the shale wing is significantly heavier than his kin, and as such prefers life on the ground to soaring through the air. Battering Ram's surroundings are his to conquer, and allow him to perfect his craft. He speaks, and the ground obeys, allowing him to bring to bear the full might of the earth upon those foolish enough to face him. Battering Ram. Look at his little hands! And he's got... some crags. He's got some loot, dude. Alright, Bazul, the dreaded flame. Bazul's special connection to the plane of fire allows him to directly siphon power from the Firelands. With the help of the Primalist forces, Bazul is expanding portals to the Fireland in the Azure span. Oh shit, he dropping fucking Fireland shit all up in this motherfucker. Look at him. Got like a volcano back. He looks cool. It looks cool. Alright. Sulfuron Signet. Alright, then we got Liskanoth. Dude, Ragnaros, third time. Imagine. Liskanoth, the Future Bane. The Future Bane! Imbued with an immense icy power, Liskanoth oversees the lands conquered by the Primalists. Over the land, yeah. Liskanoth's very presence casts a chill on the spine of all who encounter her. If left to continue her conquest, Liskanoth will annihilate all who dare enter Thaldraszus. So this isn't Thaldraszus Azure Span. I'd imagine this is in Waking Shore, and then they're in Unharmed Plains. Let's look at Liskanoth. The icy. So the ice one, the fire one, the rock one. Is this gonna be another fucking lightning one? Yeah, it looks like it. But they won't show the model. Alright, now let's get back to the Vault of the Incarnates. I've already read that, but let me take a look, see if anything changed. The Primalists breached the Titan prison used to hold the Incarnates for millennia. Within, Razageth performs a foul ritual to unleash her siblings so together they can purge the world of the Titan's influence. The champions of Azeroth must assault this impregnable fortress and break their defenses to end this threat. While many could fall, defeat condemns all the realms to the Incarnate's reign of fire and blood. Fire and blood. They're Targaryens. Aranog, they tested him recently. Aranog, commander of the Primalist forces, is relentless in his pursuit of power with the Incarnate's release imminent. Aranog summons the whole of his army, will not hesitate to sacrifice his devoted followers to achieve victory. Yeah, I've already seen it. He's got little buddies, little flames. See, he's got some loot. What's his fancy piece? Does he have a fancy piece? Oh, he does! Seal of Diurna's Chosen. Dealing fire... Dude, this thing is so fucking cool for vengeance. Dealing fire damage has a chance to ignite your enemies, burning them for an additional damage over seconds. Dude. Oh my god, for vengeance. Oh, so good. Oh, it looks so good. Even though I'm covering my eyes. It's so good. I'm blinded. Alright, then we got Taros. Primalists sought to pull Taros, an unyielding force of destruction, from the elemental plane. However, their ritual was interrupted. Trapped between two worlds, the hulking Taros seeks to free himself and obliterate everything in his path. Boogaboo! He's the rock man with a sun. Alright, what does he got? What fancy shit does he got? Let's see. He's got a Garbo item, I guess? Or it's just delayed? Yeah, alright. I think it's just a bug with that one being low. Alright. Primal Council. Of course, they're not showing them again. The Masters of the Elements are ruthless in their pursuit of power. Embar Firepath is as merciless as the fire she commands. Opalfang wields the might of the earth to crush her enemies. Kadros Ithrath is cold and cruel, while sibling Dathia Stormlash is wild and unpredictable as the raging storm. Kadros. Dudes. Bro, back up from the camera. Dude. Get the fuck away from the camera. What a fucking dummy. Go. Alright, this is a Scuff Raid React. I'm not even posting this. What the fuck? You're too close to the camera. Okay, Opalfang fixed the camera a little bit. Opalfang was like, let's move it up. People want to see the face. Alright, Opalfang, you're doing it alright. We're doing it alright. And we got Empire. Alright, Empire's doing it right. A little bit. It's like a portrait. A scuffed portrait. You want to aim the camera up a little bit, but it's alright. Alright. Let's look at the loot. What's their fancy item? I like this idea of fancy items, FYI. Sounds cool as fuck. Here we go. Whispering Incarnate Icon. Succumb to the icon's whispers and become infused with frost, increasing your critical strike chance by 517. That's a lot. Fighting alongside allies who are infused with earth or fire has a chance to grant you half their infusion stat for 12 seconds. Frost. Okay, so I think Earth is Strength and Fire is Int. Or something like that, I guess. I guess it switches with your main stat, is what it looks like. That's cool. Sinarth, Kurog Grim Totem's most vicious creation, is a masked arachnid infused with the unforgivable cold. Her singular purpose is to guard her brood of thousands, awaiting the day they'll hatch and enshroud Azeroth in a web of winter. New spiders dropped. And they're icy. Fucking creepy. Alright. Let's see their special weapons. So they dropped here. That's cool. What's their special doodle? They don't got a special doodle. Alright. Alright. Driven manic by her defeat, Dathea strikes a bargain with Razagat to attain even greater power. Imbued with the fraction of the incarnate strike, Dathea gains control of the wind itself and unleashes its ferocity to tear her enemies apart. What do you think of the fight so far, Tom, from what you've seen? Got a Warglade there. So I'm going to be fighting her. It's going to be great for my loot. Oh my god! This looks different. Alright, she looks different. They've updated this model for sure. There's still something wrong with the model. But, it's definitely got an update. Because I remember last time the whole model looked like that. Now it's just the inside. You know, you can see what she looked like a little bit in there. Couldn't see her in the last one because she was too close to the camera. But she's in the Primal Council. Oh, she works now. Oh, okay. Well, there's Dathea. There's Kadros. Their siblings. Alright. Okay, it was bugged from, I guess, because of the mob I had just done. Alright, so she gets a glow up. She don't drop anything cool. Or she probably drops some stuff that's cool, but it's not higher item level. They nerfed Boomkins. They've already nerfed Boomkins. They were like, okay, clearly Boomkins are too OP. Alright, we got Kurog. So these are the three. Okay, so first boss drops 402. Second boss 402. Third boss 402. Fourth boss 4. I thought the first boss was dropping lower. Okay, well, Kurog, Dathea, and Diurna. Oh, okay. I think this is old. I think they're still updating the tooltips. But there is some news about Raid. First boss is going to drop lower. The middle bosses are going to drop a certain item level. Or wait, no. It's going to be beginning bosses, capstone bosses drop higher item level. And then the last boss and the second to last boss. There's 3 different stages, I thought. There's the early bosses, capstone bosses, and then the last bosses. Is what they talked about. But we'll see. They're still updating it. Kurog, Grim Totem. Once a prized pupil of Magartha Grim Totem. This master... I want to know what's up with her. The last we know of her, she was like wanting the Doomstone in the Shaman Order Hall. This master of the primal elements is preparing to unleash his most devastating creations. If Kurog is not stopped, his entity... If the Doomstone comes back, I called it here, right now. His entities of storm, fire, and ice and earth will wreak havoc across the whole Azeroth. This is the Avatar. He's the Avatar. And he's summoning minions, dude. Smoldering Hellion. Alright, what does he got? You got a fancy item? I don't see you with the upgraded item. Damn, he should have something. He should have something. I bet you some of these trinkets pop off, though. I'm not really looking at them, though. Unless they're a fancy one. Alright. Second to last boss again. Broodkeeper Daruna is the fear. It's still goop. Okay. I'm not posting this as a separate YouTube video. I'm gonna have to look at this again later because it's still goofed. Fierce Guardian of the Prime. They just haven't updated it yet. I'm not saying Blizzard's fucked up. They just haven't updated it yet. She devotes her considerable strength to protect the unhatched and seeks vengeance for the one she lost. It's either Diurna or Daruna. It's this one. The Munchkin Dragon. I remember the Munchkin Dragon. She looks funny. She looks cool though. But she's the Munchkin Dragon. What does she got? 411. You got anything fancier than 411? Oh, there it is. Seal of Filial Duty. Bro! So I use this ring and the other ring. Dealing fire damage has a chance to invigorate you, absorbing damage. So I get this ring. I get this ring. And I just fucking pop the hell off. As a Vengeance DH. Vengeance DH. Top tank tier 1. I'm calling it right here. Dragonflight first tier. Vengeance DH is going to be busted because of these rings. What? Who? Does another tank get bonus increased of their main damage source? Like, holy shit. Holy shit. Unless there's, like, increased physical damage. Like, no other... Shadow damage, maybe, but this says fire damage. Or does this switch depending on what you are? I don't know. That just looks fucking ridiculous, dude. Alright, last boss, Razageth the Storm Eater. You can get her as a mount. Which is... That's weird. How many other final raid bosses are you like, I beat you? And then you mount up on them. Tom, how does that feel? You're going to beat the mythic raid boss, and then you're just going to mount him up. Just imagine if that happened with the jailer. Alright, we beat Mythic Jailer. And then you mount up. And he's just carrying you around. A lot of people would love the Sylvanas mount, but I didn't want to mention that, even though I just did now. But, you know, people would love that as a mount. Carry me around, Sylvanas. Have her pull you on a sled. Alright, let's look at Razageth's overview. Razageth devoutly believes that Dragonkind was meant to be as wild and free as the storm itself. Should she succeed at freeing her fellow incarnates from the ancient prison, Razageth and her kin will topple the aspects and scour the world clean of every trace of the Titan's influence. She mad, dude. Here, let me read this fight real quick. Razageth and her primalist forces have begun their final assault on the vault, the incarnate seeking to shatter the prisons that hold her siblings. As the battle begins, Razageth uses Hurricane Wing to sweep her assailants from the central platform. Upon reaching 70% health, Razageth begins an aerial assault against Farak and Veranath's prisons. Oh, we're getting name drops of the other ones. Okay. Farak's and Veranath's prisons with lightning devastation, while summoning ground forces to attack the prisons directly. Surging Runers surge with lightning, draining the vault of its power. When the integrity of the vault falls beneath to 50%, Razageth lands on Iridikron. Iridikron's prison. Okay, that's how I read it. That's literally how I read it. Iridikron's prison, and begins to drain the vault's power using Storm Surge. When the integrity of the vault falls to 10%, Razageth takes off and summons colossal storm fiends to drain the vault of its remaining power. As the vault fails, so they're gonna get out. They're gonna get out. As the vault fails, Razageth returns to the central platform and becomes the heart of the raging storm. The Storm Eater brings the full force of her abilities against her assailants. She ushers in the dark cloud of a new age. So the other Primalists are gonna get out, but she dies. So you heard it here first, Tom. Next raid for Rack and Viranoths, and then the last name, the final boss of the expansion, Iridikron. Oh no, Iridikron's got out! We gotta stop him. I can't even. That's fucking funny, dude. Alright, and then hunters get this cool ass bow. 418. Big bow. Alright, Vault falters. Trying to see if the other ones pop up. So, do they all get out? They all get out or some shit, don't they? Alright, what's the max? 430, dude. 430 item level. Oh, can I not look at the map in here anymore? What the fuck? I can't see the map. Damn. I ride dick wrong. Oh my god! Oh my god! Tom just... That is it! I ride dick wrong. Oh my god. That's the final boss, dude. What a boss. What a boss. Oh my goodness, dude. Once you learn the dragon riding fucking move, dragon riding is easy. Alright, so Tom, think about this. Dragonflight, you know, November, getting level cap. Alright, we're heading into December. I've already got my week off, by the way. We're heading into December, right? You know, you've already farmed a couple of the new mounts. Got some rare mounts you're grinding. Grinding the dragon customizations for achievements. Alright, you know, you got your vault. Hanging out in Valdraken. Boom, it's raid time. You gotta pick up. Do a little dragon rite. Gonna fly over here. You wanna know what the first thing you do as soon as you hit 70? 1, any daily quest that's gonna go up before... So, here's my strat, right? I'm gonna hit 70. I'm gonna look for any world quest that will end before my break, okay? Because I'm gonna be going non-stop to 70. At 70, I take a break. Alright? But I finish any world quest that's up that's gonna end. Then the next thing I do is going to be getting all the dragon flying. Getting all the dragon flying. And grabbing the dailies. Because there's going to be... Tom, there's going to be dailies with the factions. So before the daily reset, you want to do all the faction dailies as well. And world quests for me. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, it looks like she's breaking them out. She's breaking them out, dude. She's gonna bust the Primalists out. Because that says prisons break and shit. Oh, and this even says for a mythic. That's weird. This is all temp, though. This is temp. But it looks like Razageth's gonna win. That's what I was thinking, you know? Baddie usually wins early on, and then Razageth will win, but Razageth will die. That's what I'm thinking for sure. Razageth is gonna win the thing and open the prison, and then we're just gonna kill Razageth. Be like, welcome back to the platform. We will kill you now and take your loot. And hunters will thank Razageth for a bow drop. But yeah. I still need to finish the main quest line. So, next time on Dragonflight Beta, I'll look at the other classes, and then I'll actually finish the quest line. And then I'll have a better idea of what you do. But I'm pretty sure for me, it's finish any world quest before my breaks end. So if there's like one that ends in an hour or something, I'll knock that shit out. Take my break, come back, daily quests, world quests. The no! The Thaldraszus one. I gotta do whatever this timey-wimey shit is. I gotta travel to the fucking Murloc multiverse, okay? The next Dragonflight stream where I do this, I'm gonna get so lore heavy, your mind's gonna be blown, okay? I'm gonna get so fucking lore wild that your mind's gonna get blown. But you know what? You wanna know what I am gonna do? I'm gonna have to do the Kyrian campaign 2 more times on live. But anyways, next time on beta, more classes and this quest line. But it's 8. I gotta go. Thank y'all for joining me. And whatever the lurking blizzard is that fixed the DK, that was some quick work. I'll tell you what. That was quick work. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.